What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Great Nimbus Debates podcast, Dragon Ball Z podcast, where we debate everything vague and not vague in Dragon Ball. So, without further ado, let's get into it.
Two more bugs on that list.
Welcome back, everyone. So today, it looks like it's just me and Secret Cold Sauce so far, but no worries. We know how to make a show work, just the two of us. Let's see, intros. So plug your socials, any announcements that you got coming up. Intro question. Do you think, yes or no, do you think you can ride the Nimbus?
Oh, I know I can.
And why? Let's see. So I am SquallRush, the host, gaming addict, anime nerd, Dragon Ball Z fanatic, all that good stuff. Let's see, announcements. No real announcements lately, other than I just got my Buy Me a Coffee account. If you would like to support me on there, please do. Yeah, I did post a couple. I just posted like a chill song on my Squall Vibes account. Usually I'm posting like retro 8-bit video game music or like music remixes from like Pokemon or something. But this time I posted like a lo-fi type song. So check that out if you like those type of music. And I did post my What If Kakarot Returned video from Sparking Zero. So there's that if you'd like to check that out. And if I can, let's see, if I can ride the Nimbus, according to the Bible, probably not. If we're going off of that, it's like I'm pretty sure premarital sex is a sin. So if we're going off of that, probably not. if we're not,
I don't think it said if you're sinless. Right?
Yeah, if you're pure of heart. So, but
It's kind of so it says if you're. Does it say if you're pure of heart, or does it say if your heart is pure? Because that's a pretty big distinction. I'm not gonna lie.
I think it said if you're pure of heart. Let's see. Ooh, heart is pure. I remember pure of heart.
I remember hearing pure of heart as well.
Yeah, so basically,
I don't even know what pure of heart means, but I know that if it says if your heart is pure, then I would argue that I actually can ride the Nimbus. Despite the fact that I definitely would kill probably every fucking enemy that I...
You can ride the Flying Nimbus in Dragon Ball if you have a pure heart.
You have a pure heart. So I think I can. I think I can. I'll
Which is
explain it later.
pure heart. Free of evil, guile, or malice, and is full of honesty, sincerity, and integrity. Not sure if Goku does he have integrity? I know he's honest for sure.
Like the accurate integrity?
No, integrity is like you're noble or something. Define integrity. Quality of being honest and having strong moral principles. Oh, yeah, I guess he has.
Yeah. Of course. I mean,
I guess
he
I
only
can see
believes
that.
in like two things. like fighting for the weak and eating food. Like,
based off of that, I feel like I could probably ride the flying Nimbus. All right, secret cold sauce, go for it.
what's up, everybody? My name is Secret Cold Sauce. You can find me on Tick at Hunter on Tick.
Any announcements?
You can find me on Tick.
No, Hunter
on TikTok.
Oh.
Hunter on Tick. Wait, you talking to me?
Yeah.
What'd you say?
I think you said Hunter on Tick. I could be wrong.
Yeah, it's Hunter on Tick. That's my name on TikTok. Hunter on Tick. You can find me on Twitch at Cold Sauce 2894. You can find me on Rumble. You know, don't look for me on Rumble. I'm not posting anything on there for a little while. What else? Let's see. So the opening question. I feel like I do have a pure heart, and like everything that I do is honest, according to my own morals, which is kind of what that thing says. But the part that I'm hung up on is free of evil, and it's really subjective because, like I said, I would definitely kill my enemies, but it wouldn't be like, to me, it wouldn't be evil to kill my enemies. Like, if you're fighting me and I'm like, the reason we're fighting is because you came at me, and so I'm just gonna kill you, I don't feel like that's evil. I feel like you deserved to die. So is it like, does the Nimbus decide what evil is? Or is it whether or not I honestly feel like it's evil? Because I honestly feel like that would be the right thing to do. So, technically speaking, I am pure of heart and honest, because I don't fucking lie. I'm an open book. That's something everybody that knows me will tell you. Like, there's no reason to think that you know a secret about Hunter Bro. Like, no matter how embarrassing it is, if you ask Hunter Bro, hey, did you ever? Hunter would be like, yeah, definitely. I totally slept with that fat, ugly chick. You know, whatever it is. So, yeah, I feel like I could ride Nimbus. I feel like, I'll say this, I also feel like I would not ride Nimbus, because, like, dude, what if you fall off? Like, it's really small, right? I'd feel more comfortable on a flying carpet than on Nimbus. I would be like on, like crawling, like holding on for dear life on Nimbus. If I was riding him, or I'd like stay low to the ground and just use him like a hoverboard.
Nimbus doesn't look like there is anything to hold on if you're flying
Right
at full speed.
Yeah, I'd like wrap my arms and my legs around him. Like, I'd be hugging him. Like,
What's up, Ravon? Or Revan? You know, he said, man, these guys are so fucked.
me and you?
Probably. Let's say, all right. So if you kill someone, I don't think, oh, he's talking about some Jeffrey Epstein stuff. Vivek and Trump. So let's say you kill someone, right? I don't think that automatically disqualifies you, but I think it counts on the the conditions that led up to killing someone, and like the reasoning behind it. Like, I think self-defense is good. Like, genocide is a good reason to murder someone, and I think Nimbus would turn a blind eye to that. But like, is it like, oh, you hit me, you gotta die? Or is it like, hey, stop it now. All right, you're not stopping? Stop. Like, you give him multiple chances type of thing. Like it was like your last resort, you know.
Right, right. I think I mean, I don't like I'm not saying I would kill my enemy if they were like trying to commit genocide or whatever. I just like if you're my enemy, like there's enough people in the world for like it's okay if you die. Like I don't like you could be a decent dude, but if you are my enemy, I don't have a problem with killing you. I like you. What the fuck would stop me from killing someone? Now that I think about it, if they like, if we're fighting, I don't like what you'd have to be like the reason someone I love is still alive. Like, like you'd have to be like, I don't know, someone's boss or some shit. Probably not even that. I'd probably still kill him.
Uh, I don't know. I think it'd be. I have like two sides of a coin, like two very opposite polar sides, where it would be fun to hurt somebody, but at the same time, I feel bad for hurting someone. So, like, when it comes to like actually killing someone, I'm like,
Well, that's why I'd rather kill him. Like I would definitely feel bad. Like if I beat the shit out of them and like they were hospitalized for like a week or whatever, I'd feel really bad. I'd feel way worse than if I killed them. Because if I killed them, they're not suffering at all. There's no more suffering. They have no more life. They're dead. So there's nothing to feel bad about. Like you set them free. Literally, death is the end of all suffering. That's why I say innocent people deserve to die.
Ravon says, I've killed, don't recommend it.
Ravon, if you're gonna take a life, you better keep it to yourself, buddy. Dude's just talking on the internet. I killed somebody. Wow.
Allegedly.
Yeah. Like it fucking matters.
I don't know. I have too much compassion sometimes for people. I feel like. All right. Well, without further ado, let's get into. Go ahead.
Hold on, one more thing. If it wasn't so like, if the cops didn't have so much technology these days, like I'd fucking kill you for keying my car. Like I fucking. Like, there's too many people in this fucking world, dog. Like, just don't cross me. And, like, if I was in cowboy times, oh, man. I'd be a fucking serial killer and a half, dude. I'd be putting up numbers like Genghis Khan.
Definitely be leaving bruises, but I don't know about killing people for a car. Alright.
Could you imagine road rage when, like, if everyone's still riding horses?
And then you get your horse keyed, you kill them.
Hang on 1 second while I tie my horse to this tree. You get your fucking ass over here.
Alright, guys. First segment starts now. Alright, welcome back everyone. So first segment. I don't believe I went over this one with you. Did I ever go over what is Ginyu's original body with you before?
Ginyu's original body. I think the very first time I got in a podcast, it was brought up for like 1 second, and we never like really talked about it.
Oh, 7 Ninja raided the stream. What? I think now he's about to join. Now that he ended his
What the
stream.
fuck? He's gonna raid it from one?
We better see you in here soon. Alright, so
Yeah, motherfucker.
alright, Ginyu's original body. I don't think I've gone over this one with you. So, as we all know, Ginyu uses the change on Goku. There he is.
Hello.
What up? Alright. Intro. Who are you? Any announcements you got coming up? And do you think you can ride the Nimbus? Yes or no? And why?
All right. So, okay, we're here. So I'm 7 Ninja 7. You can find me on Rumble, Game Jolt, and MeWe. I'm a little less on Game Jolt right now, but Rumble and MeWe, you can certainly find me there. And that's what I am. I'm an anime connoisseur, ninja connoisseur. I like all games for the most part. I'm not a real-time strategy type of person. I don't really do that much, and I don't watch Yaoi Yuri. But if there had elements in there, that's whatever. Regardless, do I think I could ride the Nimbus Cloud? Believe it or not, I think I could ride the Nimbus Cloud more than most people. But let's play that cold sauce down there.
You care to elaborate on what you mean by most people, Mr. Ninja, sir?
Talking about the 1 out of 3 people in the podcast right now.
I mean, listen.
The fuck makes you think you're better than me, huh?
I mean, you are a scrapaholic, I gotta say. But,
scrapaholic. You act like just because I'm gonna beat up my little brother for saying the Wii was better than the GameCube, like I'm some kind of dude who loves fighting.
You should have got him for throwing the Wii remote at the TV. Okay, I don't understand. How the heck do you not have the band on? It's like right there, bro.
First of all, I've thrown controllers at the TV like that wasn't Wii controllers.
I can't believe it. Oh, can't believe it, bro. Diabolical. I don't know. I would say in general, good person, good to most people. Help little old ladies across the street. I don't know about you. I think you probably would do that. I will say that, so you wouldn't. But
you're so full of shit. I bet the only reason you ever helped an old lady across the street was to get some old box.
What? No.
I bet you wanted some of that vintage JFK pussy.
Nah, bro. When you're raised to do stuff like that, you do it, you know? You help them.
Nah, I'm pretty sure you were thinking in your head, I wonder what Ronald Reagan was hitting back in the day.
Nah. Squall. You see it? That's why the cloud would pick him. That's why the cloud would get him.
Huh?
Well, ulterior motives.
The
Nimbus ain't Uber and Hunter, bro.
He was saying earlier. He was saying earlier he would kill someone for keying his car. So I was like, I'm pretty sure Nimbus Cloud would disqualify you for that.
Yes. Now, hold on. I said
my heart is pure.
I was the one.
Pure evil.
I was told I was the only one. Now, what about the Squall guy over here? I thought you might be a Nimbus Cloud rider.
I might be able to ride the Nimbus Cloud, like if
premarital Squall has malice in his heart. It says it in the rule sheet. You can't have malice in your heart, and Squall definitely has malice in his heart. I know he does. Squall's sitting there fucking pissed off about some of the funniest shit ever.
Bro,
you ever watch that dude play Sparking Zero?
Oh yeah. Why'd you make your thumbnail like that?
Don't have malice in his heart.
Let's see. Impure people cannot ride on the cloud if they circumvent by holding onto a pure-hearted rider. Fuck Zamasu.
So even
What
if
is
Ninja
a-
tries to give you a piggyback ride while sitting on Nimbus, Nimbus would just drop both of y'all?
Nah, cause he carried Bulma in Dragon Ball before by like she had like a little turn people into a tiny machine and so she rode in Goku's pocket while he rode on the Nimbus.
Are you trying to say that Bulma's not pure?
Yeah, she fell through the Nimbus cloud. What's up, DT
She's a
Dub?
pure slut.
What's not pure about Bulma? She's pure perfection. She's pure affection.
I don't know. She wants a boyfriend like since the beginning, like of Dragon Ball. I don't know what
she's
else.
a teenage girl. You find a teenage girl that doesn't want a boyfriend, and I will point out the fact to you that she is a lesbian. Because what the fuck?
I've got an answer.
Why you think
It's all
boy
when she
bands
showed her
are a
panties.
thing? You
It's
think
all
they
about
could
what she showed her
have?
penny. Mm-hmm.
I was thinking about that the other night. Could you imagine how fucking successful a girl band would be? Like- Like take a boy band, but just do girls that pander to boys.
Shit, that's like OnlyFans. Every VTuber we know about.
I'm just saying, man. I think it could be done. And it could be done really easily these days because they have like AI voice effects.
Let's see.
Oh,
Like I could make a song and sing and sound like fucking Ozzy Osbourne.
Damn, do I really have malice in my heart? Define malice.
Oh, you got malice in
The
your heart.
intention of
You'll
desire
be
to
playing
do
Sparking
evil.
Zero and you'll get in such a bad mood that like you won't talk to people.
Nah, I don't malice. The malice is the intention or desire to do evil, ill will. See, I just get super mad and I'm just like, damn. I want to calm
I thought
down.
malice was just hatred. Ninja, should I,
Goku's
change the
never-
name of that character in my book?
I mean, ill will.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like he
Hatred
doesn't
does leave
exactly
me will.
have the moment to. I mean, not the moment. He doesn't exactly have the motive, like hurt or whatever.
Alright, so guile
Yes.
is sly or cunning intelligence. I can see Bulma being sly or cunning intelligence.
Guy, what? What was that
Guile.
word you just said?
Guile, like the Street Fighter character, Guile.
Oh, yeah, I didn't play that game. I mean, I did, but I was like 5 years old when I did.
Free from evil, guile, or malice. All right, so you can't be evil. Okay, whatever. You can't have malice, so you can't have ill will towards somebody.
None of us can ride it because we're not. None of us are virgins. You have to be pure.
If
don't
we're
think
going
that's
off that,
what matters.
probably not.
I don't think
Probably
that's
not.
what matters.
In the Bible, Jesus said that a pure heart is one that is truthful, free from deceit, and has no double-mindedness. Shut up, DT.
It depends on who you're talking to. Does pure heart really-
I'm a virgin. Alright, so first topic. What is Ginyu's original body? I know you were here during that podcast, Seven Ninja, but I don't think I don't think Hunter was here during that one. So what so in like let's break it down like to an easier question first. Do you think like that time Goku used the change, or Ginyu used the change on Goku, do you think that was the first time Ginyu used it?
Absolutely not. No
And-
fucking way was that the first time.
And why?
Nope. I think Ginyu's origin is that he grew up as a slave in the Frieza Empire, and then found out he could change bodies and started doing that until he got that body, which was the strongest other than Frieza, King Cold, and Cooler. It's not like Frieza is gonna be like, hey, you're wrong for taking that dude's body, change back, give him his body back. Frieza would probably just kill the person that got their body changed. He'd be like, you incompetent swine! Why would you let that happen? Zzz, and fucking kill him with like his little finger laser. Trying to aim for that person's glue box.
Hey, I'll do that impression again.
I don't know if I can. Why would you let that happen, you fucking swine?
Alright, so you think he rose up the ranks by using the body change? So elaborate more on that. Like, what kind of clues do you have, or can you think of?
The fact that he fucking has the move body change. Like, okay. I think the only reason that he never used it on Frieza or King Cold is the existence of King Cold or Frieza. Like, if he'd have took King Cold's body, Frieza would have killed him. If he'd have took Frieza's body, King Cold would have killed him. So I think he just fucking did it all the way up to Ginyu's body. I think the original, like, I think the Ginyu Force was probably already there. And, like, that dude, the purple dude, like, was the original leader. And Ginyu's original body, or whatever body he was on at the time, like, just caught him lacking. And just, like, wasn't even fighting him or nothing. Just fucking saw him one day and was like, this is my chance. And took his body. And
Alright, let me throw a wrench. So, like, he uses the move, right? And it seems like he pulls it off with little to no difficulty on Goku, despite that being the first time that he uses
that we
it in the show. Yes. But how many times have we seen that in the show where people use a move for the first time, they pull it off with no problems at all?
Like, every time we see someone use a new move,
Yeah.
literally.
Yes.
But that to me doesn't at all mean, like, I'm not sitting here going, oh, he must have used it before because he's good at using it. I'm just saying it's fucking bananas to think that this dude has this particular move and never used it. Like, with all of the reputation that the Ginyu Force has, with the ever expanding territory of the Frieza Empire, it's fucking mind-boggling to try to wrap my head around this dude has this move that can steal someone's body and never fucking used it until he met Goku. Some dude who's not a Super Saiyan yet.
Yeah, well, let's see, like, Nappa and Vegeta were considered like I know Nappa was like, online it says he's a mid-class warrior, but in the show he stated that he was an elite warrior, elite class.
Yeah, he's elite. There's only two classes. There's warrior and elite.
So if they're just, I forget what Nappa's power level was, like 5,000, which is measly, and Vegeta's was like 17,000 when 18,000 when he first was introduced. And like all the Ginyu Force besides Guldo, they all have like around a 40,000 power level, and Ginyu is at 60,000. So was he always the captain up until that point? With, like, if he's changing, like, how much more stronger could he be when he was like Ginyu was at 120,000?
It could have been like the original Ginyu. I mean, there's a fucking endless amount of possibilities, but like, he could have been somebody like a Pool, who's just a regular ass dude who's weaker than Vegeta and Nappa. And like, the Frieza Force raids a new planet and he's just like, oh shit, like, this fucking purple dude with horns is strong as fuck, and then takes his body and rises up the ranks and then becomes Captain Ginyu of the Ginyu squad. Like makes an elite task force under Frieza and King Cold's rule. Like I don't see how. It's just fucking insane to me to think that he has that move that can steal people's bodies and never used it until Goku.
Alright.
It's like, to me, it's as insane as thinking that we are the only people in the universe. Like here on Earth, there's no such thing as fucking alien. In the infinite universe that we know of, we're the only one. Like, how fucking insane of a thought is that?
Alright, but what about when he did take over Goku's body and he didn't know how to use Goku's body at all?
No, he knew how to use the body. He didn't know how to use the Kaioken technique that made Goku stronger than Captain Ginyu. Because if you remember right, he wasn't stronger than Captain Ginyu until he used Kaioken.
Yeah, he was trying to power up. I don't know if he was trying to use Kaioken, but he was trying to power up and his power level was decreasing.
It wasn't Super Saiyan for sure.
And then, like, as the fight was going on, his mind started sinking with the body a little bit, so his power level started rising. So, if he was using it before, like, how come he couldn't sync with Goku's body, but he was able to sync with other people's bodies, allegedly?
Well, there's two different types of power. You got to remember, Goku is a low-class warrior. Goku was born with a power level of 2. Vegeta was born with a power level of 8,000. Goku is strong because he trained a lot. Some people have naturally stronger bodies. So it's not exactly, Goku's technique, right? There's a quote from Bruce Lee, and it's, "I fear not the man who has practiced 10,000 kicks, but I fear the man who has practiced the same kick 10,000 times." In other words, like, if I was to just jump into Chuck Norris's body and I tried to do a roundhouse, it wouldn't be as good as Chuck Norris's roundhouse. Because I'm not the one that practiced it. See what I'm saying? Or like, if I didn't know that Chuck Norris's roundhouse was his best move, if I just took Chuck Norris's body and started trying to fight in the fighting style that I use, I wouldn't be as good as Chuck Norris because I'm not utilizing Chuck Norris's fighting style and his particular technique. But if I jumped into the body of the world's strongest man and fought like I fight, I'd be way fucking better than me. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Seven Ninja, you want to explain what you put in the chat?
I mean, you said he's like one of you said like he has a power level. No, it's Gold Sauce. Say he had a power level of 2. Well, Barber with a shotgun is 5. So you're telling me Barber with a shotgun, her day one could have got
Baby Goku? Yeah.
That's crazy.
It was 4, by the way, but yeah, I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure a farmer with a shotgun could have killed an infant Saiyan. I just, call it a hunch, but I think
it could have been Goku. He could be Goku. That's all. He could be Goku.
He could. Yeah, that's right. Squall. Goku could have lost to an average farmer. Actually, another key detail about that, maybe that wasn't an average farmer, Ninja, because don't forget, that dude was wearing a straw hat. Maybe Goku loses to Luffy.
That's a good question. Oh.
Well, that straw hat fell off, so he's no longer Luffy.
Listen. He only lost like maybe
Squall's
2 powers.
fuming right now.
You had something, Seven Ninja?
No, that was it.
Well, so
Go into you, 100.
if Goku is the guy who practiced a kick 10,000 times, what about the previous guys that Ginyu allegedly switched bodies with?
So it goes back to like what I said about whether I switch with the world's strongest man or whether I switch with Chuck Norris. So like me and Chuck Norris have kind of similar bodies as far as height and weight is concerned. So for me to be in Chuck Norris's body and fight like Hunter Bro fights, it wouldn't be much of an improvement. But if I switched into like Brock Lesnar's body and fight like I fight, it would be a drastic improvement. That's because I'm not using the techniques that Chuck Norris has honed and practiced to make him as powerful as he is in real life, or at least it was, 30 years ago when he could actually throw a kick. Now he's 80. It's more like that.
Not bad points. So I got no more counter arguments really. I can't think of any. Let's see. There is proof that this wasn't Ginyu's first rodeo. Let's see. There was the time. So one real hint when Ginyu used it for like it wasn't the first time Ginyu used it. It was actually Jace, because like when Ginyu uses the change, like he throws Jace the Scouter, and Jace catches it, and Jace is like smiling or smirking or whatever, or doesn't say a word. None of them are saying a word to each other. And then after,
because he knows what's about to happen.
Yeah, exactly. He knows what's about to happen. And then when the change happens, like Jace goes back to Goku's body and hands in the Scouter. Like no words were said in between, like that change happening. Just went to the body, gave the Scouter. Like he knew what happened. And like his face wasn't even like shocked or anything. He was just like smirking the whole time. While Goku, when the change was happening, he was like wide-eyed, like, oh, what the hell's happening? He was the real shocked one, the person who's seen it.
Right.
Like, he had the reaction of someone who's seen it for the first time, while Jace had the reaction of someone who didn't.
Right.
And then let's see, what else did I find out when researching this question? I did find out like you were pretty spot on with the whole explanation with like Goku being the person who practiced 10,000 kicks, but it was just worded differently. Like when I found online, like people were saying like Goku is like a master of ki control, or like the kick 10,000 times. Like he like raises his power level and lowers it like nonstop, at an instantaneous rate, so like he like conserves his energy, and like he can like push past his limits this way. Like usually all the other people up until this point, like Vegeta, Nappa, Jace, the Ginyu Squad, Frieza Force, all of them, they're all at like a static power level of whatever they're at, and they stay that way. They don't usually lower it and raise it like non-stop all the time. So like Ginyu, when he can switch bodies with those types of people who are just this strong all the time. But like when someone like Goku, who's just like let me go back to human level. Oh, let me go back up to my max strength of like 200,000. Like those type of bodies and people are like he like has no idea how to use, and like
Right.
Goku was probably his first one. And then other than that, how far back do you think like Ginyu had this ability?
Bro, it could be, I mean, his race, it's not stated like how old is the average lifespan of his race, but I don't see any reason to think that Ginyu is younger than Frieza, Like he could be like fucking 200 years old. In fact, the fact that he could change bodies, he could be like hundreds of thousands. He could have been around for a fucking while. Anytime he gets old and decrepit, he take a younger body.
Orochimaru?
Yeah, he could be a Orochi Ginyu.
So,
Ginyu Maru? I'm gonna join on my laptop because my controller batteries are low.
all right.
Gotcha. You know what dawned on me though?
What's up?
He just brought up that Jace went over to like Goku's side. Goku's side. But
Mhm.
like you know Dragon Ball doesn't believe in jumping, because like if they did, he could have got him in that full Nelson and let Ginyu beat on Ginyu's body, just straight up just wail on him, because Goku's in the shock state at this moment. His body is not his own, so could have got him in the full Nelson, and Ginyu could have just started beating the taste out of his guts. Pretty much
Like-
just getting to a point he could have died.
When Goku was in Ginyu's body, or when Goku was
Yeah.
still in his own body?
When Goku was in Ginyu's body.
Change.
Well, I think Goku or what's his name? Jace did try to like double team Ginyu, but Ginyu was like, "Nah, bro, don't interfere again."
And
Later,
he's supposed
Ravon.
to be a ninja. I can't believe it, bro. Mm-mm.
So this picture right here is Ginyu's first time using his change ability, and I think it was like, I can't remember, it was in school. I can't remember if it was like elementary school or what, but he actually switched
be
bodies
elementary.
with a rich kid because he noticed rich kids were like popular with the ladies, so he wanted to be popular with the ladies in his school. But later down the line, he realized like being rich ain't cool to him. He wanted power, so he started switching bodies with more powerful people. And there's like a whole list of like things like this. Like,
Actually,
we can hear you. Can you hear us?
yeah, I can hear y'all. It's just
Man, you're low.
and I figured y'all could.
Yeah, you're a
The
little
fucking
low.
my Discord. How do I fix that?
You probably gotta check your sound settings, microphone settings.
Not that. Check out user settings and go through there.
Ninja, fix it for me. I don't know how.
If you go on your Discord and look at the bottom left, it should show like a little gear symbol. You go there, and scroll down until you see app settings, and then go to like voice and video, and check your input volume there and see what happens. And you can like let's check, like let you hear it when you're speaking.
I got my input volume and my output volume at all the way maxed out.
Could it be your mic not plugged all the way in? Like plug it, take it out, put it back in.
I think he's okay now.
My check.
Yeah, that was a lot as it used to be though.
Yeah.
So the Xbox is better than my laptop.
For now. I mean, just hit us with the fire symbol if you got something to say.
Yeah.
For
So, did you hear what I said about the like Ginyu's first time using the change?
I'm fucking wanting to be a rich kid because he gets smart pussy and shit.
Yeah.
That's
That's crazy.
I just like I get it, especially like when you're an adolescent and stuff. Just my thing is, why does he look like Sanji?
Because Sanji is cool.
Oh wait a minute. Wait a minute now. Hold on.
No,
Hold
he's
on.
not.
Wasn't he first? like wasn't
What?
again you first?
What do you mean Ginyu first?
Yeah, like if he's gonna switch to someone specifically to get girls, why would he switch to Sanji, who's famous for not getting girls?
Well, and that's why Dragon Ball Z is the GOAT. This Sanji gets girls.
He actually makes me
Well,
think
he
of
couldn't
Dio.
wait to force that fucking point in there.
He looks more like Dio from JoJo season 1.
Let's see, where's that search? The Ginyu Force. Yeah, I found out a bunch of funny shit about Ginyu Force. Like, apparently, the reason why Raccoon like has those zesty poses and shit is because he used to be a ballet dancer.
He might have
They
been
all
the
have
same race.
zesty poses.
Raccoon, well, like the tippy toe poses, like that's
Nah,
and,
bro.
like with his hands.
Raccoon is more zesty than anyone.
Yeah, Raccoon was zesty as fuck.
Raccoon had that big hole in his butt, his butt spandex, and then passed out like with that thing tooted up. Oh, that picture that you just scrolled past just reminded me. Okay, Dragon Ball Daima. Ninja, you've played Xenoverse?
I have.
Okay. Galorio or whatever his fucking name is. I'm calling it right now. That is young Mira from Xenoverse. The fucking first time I saw that dude, started talking, I was like, Mira, is that you?
All right, one sec.
Maybe
we'll get back into that. We'll get back into that.
Okay.
We'll finish this one, then we'll talk about Daima. I have one more thing I wanted to bring up about this. Let's see,
Zestia.
Well, Birder was like so fast because he like his mom made him do chores around the house, and like a lot of them. So he became so fast so he can finish doing all the chores.
Fucking serious.
Yeah. Birder.
That is such a Toriyama fucking thing. Dude,
Hey,
you
to
just
be fair.
know that when Toriyama was doing like interviews, you just know that like a lot of his shit he just came up with on the fucking spot. Like instead of being like, "Oh no, I never really thought about that," he just started saying shit. Like, hey Toriyama, why was Birder so fast? Oh, his fucking mom made him clean the house, and like she'd whip him if it wasn't cleaned.
Okay, here we go. See, Raccoon was a ballet dancer.
Zesty is not the word for that, man. Ain't no way, bro. Ain't no way,
He got
bro.
kicked out. He got kicked out of his ballet school for having the biggest fucking chin in the world. Kind of hard to sell the feminine look when you have the most Giga Chad chin that there ever was.
Hey, here we go. Birder, like the other members of the Ginyu Force, Birder's special powers originated during his childhood. Birder's mother was very strict, making him do all the household chores and slapping him. He was late preparing dinner. Because of this, he became the fastest in the universe. And then here's him doing chores and crying while doing it.
Except
you're
he's
saying
not
he
as
didn't go out the
fast as Captain Ginyu because Captain Ginyu has a higher power level, or Frieza because he has a higher power level, or Goldo because Goldo can stop time, so he's faster than everyone by default.
Yeah, that's true. You got something, 7 Ninja?
No. You know what? I think Raccoon and Ginyu's rich boy body might be in the same race. Because they're not humans. They just look like it.
Dude, look at this shit right here. Jace playing fucking baseball.
Yeah.
It's just supposed to
You
be
know, in
Yamcha, probably.
Toriyama's head, Jace is Yamcha. Like, they got the same hair, fucking... not the exact same hair, but still, dude. Jace
better
is
Yamcha.
what Yamcha could have been if he would have kept training.
Yeah. Well, this is Jace's origin story. He used to be a baseball player. That's why he's got the crusher ball technique.
Baseball or spaceball?
Baseball by the picture.
All right, guys, get ready. In 2 weeks, we're gonna be facing Planet Mars in a baseball game.
Oh, he's the Roshi.
And then this is the real Toriyama one right here, yo.
Oh yeah.
So
He
Guldo,
said, stop talking. Look at naked chicks.
yeah, Guldo realized he had psychic powers as a child and caused mischief. like lifting up girls' skirts and stealing whatever toys he wanted. And here's a picture of him lifting up a girl's skirt.
Yeah.
Classic
Well,
Toriyama.
we would all do that. There's no one in this chat that if they had psychic powers as a child, they wouldn't have went around school lifting up skirts.
Yeah, he would lift up their skirts, Charm City. 7 Ninja, you brought up Kroom's race. He's like a humanoid looking alien.
But he's not
Raccoon?
human.
Yeah, he's not a human.
I thought it was canon that he was human.
Nah.
I mean, he's fucking passive. Like he can be like he's a Nephilim. How about that? He's a giant.
Well, let's see.
I
Members
guess
of this
problem with him
race.
being human. Going on.
Go ahead, 7 Ninja.
The biggest problem with him being human is like I think Bulma was acting like space travel wasn't really a thing back then. So like, if space travel isn't really a thing, then like he can't be human.
Why
he
not?
knows all about space travel because he knows a lot about space travel.
Okay, but why would humans be exclusive to Earth?
Okay, let's go with Earthlings. No.
It's in the name. It's in the name.
I mean, look, in Dragon Ball, the fucking mayor of this city, I'm sorry, the president of whatever country they live in is a blue Karen Terrier. So, like, Earthling covers a lot of species, not just human.
Well, the thing is
But-
that we've known humans strictly to be from Earth. Like, this is kind of just a normal thing. Now, if humans were spread out, more than likely you would have, like, sections that would know, like, maybe just elders, stuff like that, especially in Dragon Ball's world.
But it wouldn't be known to us because we weren't traveling in space.
Well,
According to
not
what you just said.
Not just that, the Saiyans, they're not humans, but they look like humans without tails.
Right.
Yeah.
But my point is, okay, so let's say Raccoon is a human, but native to a planet that's not Earth. And there are humans on multiple planets. And let's say they do know about other humans and shit. And Earthlings don't. What's wrong with that? When you break it down, we're all just animals anyways.
Well, technically, if they're from a different planet, that technically means they're an alien, right?
To us, they're an alien, but if we go land on their planet, we're the aliens.
Yeah, that's the point.
Okay, so just because he's an alien to us doesn't mean he's not human. If you landed on Mars and saw a fucking German Shepherd, would you be like, that's an alien? Or would you be like, that's a German Shepherd?
That's an alien German Shepherd to me.
Shut the fuck up. You're being stubborn right now.
But
The point is, okay, so Raccoon is probably an evolved version of human. Like whatever race of human he is, it's just an evolved version. Like I think I used to think when I was a kid that the Saiyans were a more evolved version of humans.
well, then that idea goes with the idea that humans were first. Well, odds are high they were all probably separate. I think humans on Earth, at least Dragon Ball's world, probably came from the Earth itself, versus like Raccoon's people probably came somewhere else. That idea that you're thinking about sounds like humans came from outside of Earth, and they decided to send us a section of people to Earth, kind of like how Goku got sent there. But you sound like you're saying, but like, why would they forget?
Also, kind of like how fucking Australia became a country, which Jace is from. So
so it says Raccoon is larger than Earthlings. Muscular, large humanoids, and like he seems to be lacking eyebrows, which I didn't really notice he was lacking eyebrows this whole time.
yeah, he's a superhuman 3.
Yeah. And he's got the grade 3 power up.
Right, yeah. If Krillin would achieve superhuman and then evolve it into Superhuman 3, he would look like Raccoon.
I don't think it works like that.
I don't understand why
Him
y'all
and
are so
Valerie
caught
and
up on him. He can't be human because he's not from Earth.
I thought he was human.
It's just an animal.
thought
Like,
he
you
was
understand,
human,
we
though.
are. Every one
If
of
they-
us, thousands of years ago, used to be monkeys. You realize that, right?
Listen, bro. Listen. You gotta understand. If they, from what you're saying, then they came before they touched Earth. They were outside of Earth, and they split apart and went separate ways. So you got raccoons, humans,
not what
and
I'm
then you
saying.
got the Earthling humans. But
I'm
from
saying
what we
here
understand,
on Earth, the natural
we
evolution of animals on Earth eventually created humans. And other intelligent life on other planets, they live on planets that are habitable. And it's like, okay, Raccoon lands on planet Namek, he can breathe the air. He doesn't have to stay in a suit. You know, we landed on planet Namek, we can breathe the air. We don't have to stay in an air supplied suit. So obviously, all of these species that are intelligent and can travel, like, if a planet is habitable, there's a certain amount of oxygen in the air. So when evolution takes place on a planet, it's going to evolve its species to be able to live off of that amount of oxygen. And for us, the most common one here in the real world is humans. But in Dragon Ball, they have like fucking animal people and all kind of other shit. And then in other planets, they also have a shit ton more races than the Earth in Dragon Ball. But the overall, like, there's gonna be similarities. If they're breathing the same air, if they're living in similar habitats, they're gonna have similar bodies. So why wouldn't a human become a species naturally on a planet and it be, oh, they're humans like us, but they're a little bit bigger?
Ravon is asking, what's Earth to you?
Planet? The fuck? What do
One.
you think I'm gonna say? What question is that?
Jewish means a lie. I'll ask, what the hell? What am I reading?
What's Earth to me? Oh, it's a fuck. Like,
What is this?
I think you were talking Seven Ninja. So what were you saying?
No, I'm reading this chat now. Forever, good
What do I
lord, he's
read?
been talking forever.
So he says
me?
he's saying you think this plane is natural. He's on some higher power, intelligent stuff.
He's trying to have a religious debate.
Listen, we're not doing a religious debate in here, okay?
Oh no, definitely not. Because I know if I answer him, he's gonna be like, "Well, in fact, God made the Earth in 7 days." Like, shut the fuck up, dude. Get
Alright,
the
you going to
fuck
bed?
out here.
Ravon, appreciate you hopping in. Well, I mean, I thought Raccoon was a human too until I looked it up, and apparently he's not a human. Because like they have a bunch of like different like humanoid races in the show, like that look like humans, but they're not. Like Tien is actually not even a human too. Like he's part of like a three-eyed cyclops like race. He's technically an Earthling, but he's not a human. Saiyans are not humans, even though they look like it. So
Salad bowl.
Remember hearing that about Tien. I do remember that being confirmed by Toriyama, which also led me to the question. So Krillin is confirmed the strongest human. Is Tien stronger than Krillin?
well, I think Tien
I don't think
is. I think Tien is stronger than Krillin, but Tien's not the strongest human since he's not human. Krillin is technically the strongest human since Tien's not human.
Right. So, but is Krillin stronger than Tien? Or is Tien stronger than Krillin?
I think
Human or is
Krillin
Krillin the
hangs
strongest
around-
Earthling?
Krillin hangs around Goku in them. Tien was not doing that for a long time. I'd be hard pressed to believe that
Tien
Tien is
pinned
stronger.
semi-perfect cell, helpless with the Shin Kiko.
And then when he disappears for a while, we see Krillin and hanging around Goop in them like all the time. We don't see Tien like that. It'd be like I would feel like we saw him in the Tournament of Power. I think he might have showed up maybe during like the birthday bash of Battle of Gods. I think he showed up there. But for the most part, we don't see Tien like that unless you've seen something in the manga school. I think honestly, Krillin, besides training with like 18, because 18 somehow got him able to deal with Blue and whatever. If we want to talk about that one,
Goku wasn't going all out. I'm pretty sure everybody knows that.
I mean, look, I don't think he was too. But then like he fights 17 as well. So like, I mean, and 17 should be extremely weak. So
To say he was going all out against 17.
who knows?
Also, for 17 and 18 to get stronger, like, okay, I know this, y'all are gonna laugh, but like, what if it's just a software update? What if they just download mods?
I could see it. I mean, if you can make them.
Yeah, like what if Bulma just redid their coding and they just downloaded better fighting style? There's a lot of 17's defense. His durability comes from that shield, which is a key powered move.
Mm-hmm.
It's not his actual body, So how durable is he really? And I mean, as far as strength, we see him fight in the tournament, but it's not like he could overpower someone like Goku or Vegeta or maybe even Gohan and Piccolo at the time.
Yeah. So you're saying
like I feel like 17 and 18 could remain scaled at where we saw them in the Cell Saga when they were in the tournament saga. Like I feel like a lot of the fighters aren't as strong as people are trying to make them out to be. People are trying to say Krillin is as strong as Super Saiyan Blue and shit like that. I don't see it. Like the strongest warriors in the universe from these other universes don't have to be as strong as Goku in Super Saiyan Blue. If they were, like, why would it have came down to the way it came down to?
So you're saying, would you like this to be your debate topic? That Android 17 is not as strong as people say he is?
I mean, how strong are they saying he is? He's not Super Saiyan Blue level.
A lot of people are saying he's pretty strong because he held up till the end.
Because
I kind of see that more as tactics, though, than more than.
That is a lot more tactics, and a lot more to do with that force field. But as far as like when people bring up, Krillin and 17 are as strong as Super Saiyan Blue Goku because Goku fought him in his blue form. My only response to that is, what if they were fighting Vegeta? Because y'all always want to say Vegeta's weaker than Goku, but Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta would have killed both of them in the same fight. They could have 2v1 Vegeta. And y'all all know that. Goku was holding back. He was in his blue form to train his blue form. Not because he fucking needed it against Krillin and goddamn Android 17. Who's not as strong as Perfect Cell, who Goku was going toe-to-toe with before he ever achieved Super Saiyan 2.
My only thing is, like, we never really saw Android 17 shield in the Z, like the Cell Saga, Android Saga. Like, the only time I've seen that shield is like in video games. And like now they finally bring it out in Super and we're seeing like what it can do. Like, would it have done that in Z is my question, versus like would it have been able to hold off all these attacks?
I have an answer for that. Is
GT.
that when we saw the androids in the Cell Saga, we also saw them be awakened. They weren't like around and everything. So that might be something that it took a little time for 17 to learn, because that dude was like 3 days old when Cell absorbed him, technically.
I don't know. I feel
And
like they would have
and
known.
he wasn't the only time he fought someone that was better than him. The only time he ever had to consider a defensive strategy was the first and only time he lost a fight. He was fighting Piccolo, and then Cell showed up. So he's like, oh, this guy Piccolo's a little bit better than me. And then Cell showed up and he got absorbed. But now he's like a park ranger, and so he's not fighting these animals, but at the same time, he can't exactly let them attack him either. So he has to come up with defensive shit. He makes a fucking force field. He invents a new move. How many times have we seen a move be invented in Dragon Ball? You know, he makes a force field. Perhaps 18 can do it too.
Yeah, 18 it can do it. Cause I know they like the whole in video games they kind of confirm these moves and modes and stuff like that. I didn't know what Mystic Gohan was at first. Like I thought when Gohan got his power up, you know, from the old Kai, I thought it was just his base form reaching the max potential it can reach, and then he can still turn Super Saiyan against Boo, but he never did. But I didn't know that was a whole separate form he was in until like I played like the video games. Then he can like transform into this beyond Super Saiyan 2. And like the same with like attacks like Android 17's like shields and stuff like that. I've never seen some of these things, but in the games you can see them do it. So I don't know. Take it how you will. I'm going with he did know how to do it. Like it's just never shown.
Technique, Android's force field, Android 17's force field.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think he didn't know it at the time of the Cell Saga.
Got any input on this? Like, Seven Ninja?
I mean, I know he learned it in GT. I'll rewatch that fight. I can kind of see him do an absorbing move though, but it's like still, it's kind of a shield there. I think it's just a matter of like, you know, he wasn't really trying to fight. Well, he was trying to fight, but he wasn't really focused on fighting back then. And you know, over time, him being a park ranger, I'm not trying to kill him, you know, but I'm trying to stop him. And maybe I gotta block a couple of bullets in some form of way. And so he figured out how to do the shield thing.
So you think he learned it later? Not, he never had it?
Because he's trying to be more gentle, and well, defense like that would be more gentle than him outright punching somebody.
Huh? Yeah. Well, the only reason why I think he had it from like since Z is because like the video games were like, these were like early games, like PS2 games, PSP. So like if he had it back then, like I feel like he might have known it. He most likely knew it in the show, just never had it, never used it.
The real question is, if he would have popped that shield, would Cell be able to absorb him?
That's a good question.
That is a good.
I'm assuming like he damn, bro, because I know like Vegito, he popped up that barrier and he wasn't fully absorbed by Boo. So if he popped the shield, probably I'm guessing similar thing would have happened there.
You could say that he would be able to absorb him like physically, but not absorb his power until the shield goes away. But at the same time, with 17 being an android, he never has to turn the shield off. So Cell could just walk around with a big ass pot belly until he gives up.
It might have turned him small though, Because I don't know where the heck Android 17 and 18 are going after Cell absorbs them.
He got a lot bigger.
But then he shrunk
The
again
mass,
when he becomes super when he becomes perfect. Like second form, he gets a lot bigger. Yeah.
His muscles shrunk, but his wings and his crown got bigger.
And his ego did too.
Yeah, his ego got like Vegeta level. And that dude's got ultra ego now.
Mm-hmm.
That dude has a literal godlike ego. His ego's almost as big as Secret Cold Sauce's ego.
Nah, not even close, yo.
Ordinary hot sauce.
You're Ninja Ordinary Hot Sauce.
Alright. Let's see. In terms of is, you know, I am more on the boat of he possibly didn't get stronger. Just we've never, like Android 17 didn't get stronger in Super. Like just that we never seen the barrier before his shield. So they just gave it an ass pull of a power scaling. Like alright. It could block Super Saiyan Blue level shit. Let's just give it that since no one actually seen it before.
I mean, we know he has the Cell Juniors. I mean, they train. They got Saiyan DNA. I mean, they can get stronger through them.
Hold on.
I mean, 18. Yeah, the
What?
Cell Juniors. That's a thing. There's Cell Juniors on his
What?
island.
Are you fucking with me right now?
Yeah,
I
there's
remember
Cell
someone
Juniors
said
on his.
that before in a
brought
previous
this up.
podcast.
I told you, like, the
This-
Cell
that's-
Juniors is like
that's
a way.
canon. Is that canon?
I think it's in the manga.
Oh,
Those are
manga
Goten
canon
and
and
Trunks
anime canon are two very different canons.
Yeah. Bonus story 3, it is revealed that after being taken down by Gohan, the Cell Juniors regenerated.
Regenerated? Fuck. I watched them turn to dust. So why are they, like, not wreaking havoc?
Oh,
Well, when something's stronger than you and your dad died, you might kowtow to him. Especially because Cell didn't really care about his kid. Like I think he literally like when he says they're useless to him, like they kind of get like all shocked and like fearful. So maybe a kinder hand. You're talking about like practically babies that just got really a lot of power, and a kinder hand comes to them. They might be more willing to, work with the guy that's being kinder to them. It's not something they're used to. They don't know what it is. And he probably didn't do it immediately, but like
Bullshit.
over time, I could
They
see it
should
happen.
be. They should be a much more prominent part of the story. They should have showed up in that fucking movie where Gohan gets his beast transformation. If that's the case, they should have went fight Cell Max.
They probably, at least during the time they had mentioned the Cell Juniors, they probably didn't want to do it again. And like we just end up seeing it down the line because they wanted a Gohan transformation and Piccolo transformation.
yeah.
And that's
probably
Little nostalgia throwback. That's kind of what happened there. I kind of see them
It's
maybe with Goten
right.
and Trunks. I kind of see them with Goten and Trunks being older. I kind of see them maybe showing up there. Maybe even older.
Well,
possibly bringing them back in for plot points.
I mean, so are they still like? Do they still look like kids, or are they all like adults?
I remember them being the same height as Gohan and Trunks when they were watching them on the island.
Which are this is you said Gohan and Trunks?
No, Goten and Trunks.
Okay, so they're still in child form for
Yeah.
some reason. So what if the Cell Juniors, like what if one of the Cell Juniors absorbs all the other ones? Does he become like fucking Super Saiyan God level? And can they absorb? Can they spit out Cell Juniors? Like, this is so fucking.
There is a manga with Goten and Trunks. It looks like they're wearing like 17's like outfits on an island, and Cell Juniors pop out. And he punches Trunks, and Trunks has an eye damn near popping out. Oh shit! This is spoilers.
Well, yeah, I mean, Kid Trunks and Goten aren't Super Saiyan 2 level. They can't beat a Cell Junior. Even Goku and Vegeta couldn't beat him. And why couldn't Goku, like, hold his own again? He was holding his own against Cell.
He was tired from the Cell fight.
No, he took a sensu bean. I saw it.
No, he didn't.
He did.
They said they stated during when the Cell Juniors were fighting everybody. Oh shit, we didn't give Goku a sensu bean. Everyone, protect Goku.
That's so fucking stupid.
I mean, what really probably happened is I want to give Gohan his chance, so I'm gonna act weak, you know, so he can like be the star of the show.
Yeah, Fedora says they do fuse together, but like they don't have Super Saiyan 2 on their own. Only when they fuse they can go higher than Super Saiyan, which is kind of weird. I thought it would have like an opposite effect, like it they can transform less than what they know when fused. Like Vegito and Gogeta can't go Super Saiyan 3, even though Goku knows Super Saiyan 3, versus Goten and Trunks don't know Super Saiyan 2, but when fused into Gotenks, they can go Super Saiyan 3. Which
Well, they do know 3. They don't do it on their own, but they know it because they've seen it. So they should know how to do
now
it.
that they're fused, they have enough power to perform the move that they know about.
Yeah, and they have it in fusion,
but
it's not in regular.
But Vegito and Gogeta don't have Super Saiyan 3. So
But he may not want to do that because, like, you remember, like, Super Saiyan 3 Goku was running out of power when he was alive. So, like, if they're both alive, he's like, I remember Goku couldn't do that, so let me not do that. You know?
Well, how come Well, they didn't know that until the Kid Buu fight. That was after they fused and defused. And then on top of that, like, Gotenks can sustain Super Saiyan 3 for a pretty like damn near the whole 30 minutes. So, like, I believe Gotenks is weaker than Vegito and Gogeta, so I feel like they should be able to sustain it too.
Could be just one of those Toriyama forgot situations.
Bad writing.
Yeah. Little plot hole there. Alright, let's see. I don't got anything else on the whole. What the heck is this? Bro, y'all lame as fuck. Why do no one want to rematch my team? Team in question. Alright.
Hold on. I want to reiterate. So, as far as 17 not being any stronger than we saw him in the Cell Saga, at this point in the story, I still completely believe it, because, like I said, we're going against the strongest warriors in multiple universes. Well, there was a time in our universe where Frieza was the strongest being in the universe, other than Beerus. And then Super Saiyan Goku beat him. And then later, the androids were stronger than him, who weren't as strong as Imperfect Cell, or Semi-Perfect Cell, or Perfect Cell, or any of those Cell Juniors. So, the androids being able to fight and do good in a tournament against multiple universes that are using their strongest warriors in their entire universes makes perfect sense to me, because both of those androids were on a level that is stronger than the strongest person in the universe that we've seen in our own universe, like Frieza and Super Saiyan 1 Goku.
Wait,
I think it'd be a bit naive to believe that they haven't been training though. I think like for them to just stay there, I could believe like the regular Z fighters, at least because you're like, oh, Goku can handle it. I could see them doing that, but we know Krillin and 18 train. We know that. So odds are high that same thing that's in 18 is probably in 17 as well. I could totally see him training. Now we just brought up the Cell Juniors. Cell Juniors have Saiyan DNA. They're training each other. I could see them going up. I think they'll be higher than Tien and them as well. But as far as like how high they would be, I can't tell you that. But I do think they've been training, because training with someone else is how you get stronger in Dragon Ball. You can't be like Piccolo. So
yeah. Now on top of that,
I can see that they trained and got stronger, but as far as like if I was the one writing it, they wouldn't have trained and got stronger because they're androids. Everything is coding with them. They're not people. So they should be at their full potential, period. Like, why would you make a robot specifically designed for fighting and have it not at its peak potential?
I agree with you. Like, they should be at whatever power they're at, and that's it. But
they could get to, yeah.
But I think like in Super, what's his name? He said 17 said he was training the whole time. So like I'm guessing they're just like retconning the idea that he can just like he's stuck at whatever power. Like he can actually raise his power too, like throughout the series.
I mean, I remember 18 had a bomb in her. Krillin wished the bomb out of her, but she still had the ability, because she can get pregnant and stuff like that. So she still has to have the human parts together. She just has an addition of like metallic parts that'll allow her to be stronger, even some stimulant enhancers. So if anything, they still have bodies like regular humans. It's just that they have enhancements, like a super soldier situation. And it's just that their super soldierness allows them to have infinite ki and stamina.
Yeah, and there's like aren't they like not full robots? They're like cyborgs or something, where they're half human, maybe.
Yeah, should be.
Yeah, I mean, Android 18 had a baby.
Yeah, so I think like that like means that they're not just fully robots, so they're not fully just stuck at one like power, and they can actually like get stronger and grow and stuff.
Plus, we gotta remember, when he's thinking of max power, I mean, I don't think Jiro really knew who the strongest person was. He just had an idea what is possibly the strongest someone could be, and so he brings them up there. But then there's always someone stronger, so like what's the max potential if you don't know what that max potential is? Jiro just made Cell, and he made 17 and all. He just he made them. So if he knew, let's say Beerus existed,
Cell was biological.
He would have made a Beerus. Yeah, but he had to use some of the same data to make 17 and 18 be that strong. It couldn't just be that strong without something around that.
Well, no, but who's to say that that's just the peak amount that technology would allow him to create for a cyborg, but then with a biodroid, a bioborg, whatever you want to call it, the ability to train and get stronger on your own and eventually outshine the peak potential of machinery.
You just mentioned Biodroid. Are you saying that he doesn't use the same technology to make the Biodroid? He couldn't use that same way to enhance the humans?
Not enhanced, because Cell was born.
Well, Cell was born.
wasn't a being. Cell wasn't a being before and then became a biodroid. Cell was created and born
Mm.
and grew into what he is.
I think the androids were altered. They were humans first, then altered.
They were humans first.
Yes, so they
That's
were
why they're
not. So they were
technically
still.
cyborg.
They were still biologically brought into the world and grew, and they are just like altered. So they're not full robots, so they can get stronger here or there. Oh shit, Rockstrap revealed their names, Lapis and Lazuli.
Y'all didn't know that? It's Lapis and Lazuli.
Lazulu? You mean Lazuli?
No, it's Lazulu. They're named after a certain type of mineral.
Yeah.
I mean, two different types of minerals. Lapis, I believe, is like a blue color. And I don't remember what Lazulu
18.
is.
Yeah, it's Lazuli. Never heard of Lazulu.
Tomato, potato. Zulu.
Cthulhu?
Cthulhu.
Can Goku beat Cthulhu?
That's a can of worms I don't know about.
I'm going with yes. All right. Well, do we have any final thoughts on Captain Ginyu, the original body, like first time? Or is
How
it his
did we
first
get
time?
here? How did we get here, bro?
I thought we finished that.
Well, we never gave final thoughts on that, but Brockstrap says Goku can beat everyone. I agree with that. Final thoughts on Ginyu.
Fuck,
Oh.
loser.
You know, he's fucking you, Cold Sauce. We already talked about this.
Yeah, no, that was definitely not Captain Ginyu's first body.
Yeah. All right, and then final thoughts on. We'll go one at a time. Final thoughts on how did if Android 17 actually did get stronger in Super. 7 Ninja, you can go first.
I think he had to. I think everything. He probably experienced the Kid Buu arc as well. I think he had to. I think he's got to protect his place, his hunting ground and all that. It's whatever he's protecting, he's got to protect that. And he realizes there are stronger things than Goku. I think we didn't see him in the the Buu arc, but I feel like he killed everybody on their planet, so he had to have killed 17. So he's like, I got to get stronger. I got to be better. And so he's stronger. Would I say he's Goku Blue level? Probably not. But they say like Piccolo is rivaling Goku and Vegeta right now. Now that doesn't mean he's on their level, but he's near it. And so I could believe 17 based on what we saw in those episodes. I could believe 17 is rivaling Goku, same as 18.
Alright, you actually did bring up a point. Like, I watched like a whole video on how did Android 17 get stronger. There was like a couple main points in that video. It was Gohan training for a day, getting back up to his potential from weakness, like that weak version of Gohan right before a tournament of power. There was Master Roshi training with Tien for, I don't know, like an episode, and he got an insane power boost for the tournament power. And then there was Frieza, who trained for 4 months, got from final form Frieza to golden Frieza. And then so since there's like a whole, I forget how long it's been since the Cell arc and the tournament of power, like at least 7 years, around 7-10 years since Android 17 had that much time to train. Like, even though he's got only animals to train with, he had more time than Frieza. So that that was his main point of the video. He had time to train. So in Dragon Ball logic, it makes sense why he got stronger. Cold Sauce, final thoughts?
I'm sorry, I was reading a text message from that I told you about earlier that just got out of jail. What'd you say? Final thoughts on what?
Android 17 getting stronger. Did you hear what I said about like the whole training thing?
Yeah, I mean, I'm like on the fence about it. Like, I feel like I don't mind if he trained and got stronger, but I also feel like he's a fucking robot. He should be performing at peak performance right out of the fucking gate. I mean, my computer gets worse over time. My laptop's not as fast as it used to be.
Well, AI actually gets better as it gets used more. So I would put Androids more on the AI side than the like straight up hardware side.
It makes sense too, but the durability, the hardware, the software can get better, but the hardware isn't. How could it?
Well, if it's got a mind to think and grow, it would figure out how to like fix and tinker itself and improve upon itself.
The greatest mind in the world was confined to a wheelchair, dude. Stephen Hawking. I mean, there's a difference between intelligence and power. And I mean, side note, he also had a thing for midgets.
Well, that's random as fuck. But
The more you know.
Androids.
Did you know about that?
No, I didn't. But Androids got both. They got intelligence and power.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, I can understand his intelligence growing, but his body is a cyborg. It's not biological. But actually,
He
no.
might be a
Parts of
version
it,
Biodroid.
it's part biological because, like we said earlier, 18 made a kid.
Yes.
So yeah, okay. So then, by that logic, yes, he did train and he did get stronger. He can get stronger.
Yeah, I'm on like your side though. It is an ass pull of a strong like a power up because like even Roshi, Roshi got an ass pull of a power up. Gohan got an ass pull of like getting his power back. Like I don't like it,
Yeah.
but
It pulled a lot of ass in that arc.
Yes.
Majin Buu should have been at the Tournament of Power for sure. I mean, dude, could you imagine Majin Buu versus Hit? Think about that for a second.
That would have been cool. I would have liked to see Frieza, Golden Frieza versus Hit as well. But oh yeah, speaking of Frieza, him getting Golden Frieza was an ass pull of a power up. He went from Super Saiyan all the way to Super Saiyan Blue power.
6 months of training. What the fuck, Toriyama? Like you couldn't have Frieza get revived and then go into hiding for like 10 fucking years and train the whole time. Like what the fuck, dude?
Or go to some other type of supreme god to get this power up, or like a god of destruction of some sort in a different universe to get this power up.
Actually, he definitely couldn't have trained for like a very long time because we saw Frieza's soul in the afterlife during the Buu saga when he was fighting when Goku was fighting Buu. We watched Frieza and Cell watch Goku fight Buu and comment on it.
Yeah, he could have been training in there. Yeah, how we know he was really
Yeah, Goku trains in the fucking afterlife.
Mm-hmm.
Why the fuck Frieza could? But then the beginning of like the Golden Frieza like movie, I don't know if it's like this in the show, but we see like just his head floating in a cocoon and shit. So it's like, which afterlife did he have? Because in the Buu saga, we saw him walking around the afterlife with Cell.
Time might pass differently there.
You would do what?
Time might pass differently there. And it's just, it takes a long way. Kind of like maybe there's like a snake way before the snake way. And it takes a lot of walking and he's in line. Maybe he can't fight, do anything.
Maybe that's they were solitary confinement. So he gets that cocoon looking thing.
Well, no, he specifically says that he was in Earth's hell in the movie. He said he was in Earth's hell and was serenaded by teddy bears.
I remember that. I remember him like not having. I remember just a bunch of happy, goofy stuff around him, and that was hell to him.
Right.
I thought it was.
And he was, and his head had his android form. But in the Buu saga, when him and Cell were watching Goku fight Majin Buu, he was in his regular final form.
Right.
So yet again, Toriyama doesn't remember what Toriyama wrote. And they still got retards all over the internet talking, oh, Toriyama's a genius. You're fucking right, dude.
Bill Dozer says a spirit bomb would have had enough positive energy to destroy Cthulhu. So Goku with an assist. And then, let's see, Brockstrap saying training for a day, quote unquote. Roshi also trained with Poor to get over his perviness. I don't know if he's trolling there or not. Bill Dozer
I did see that episode.
Oh, you
I did see that. It's a thing. That's a thing.
Wait, Poor is the cat?
Yeah, Yamcha's
he
little cat
transformed into a
buddy.
woman.
So to get over his addiction to pussy, he trains with a pussy.
Yeah, if you put it
He's
like
fighting
that,
fire with fire.
Then Bill Dozer says, I think Hawking was a host. And he confirms that he was also in the midgets. He says, how do we know he was really
I can
with these
tell you.
ideas? He's skeptical of Stephen Hawking. And he says, Helen Keller was a lie. I don't trust anything anymore. And then
Helen Keller was a fucking lie.
And then positive innocent energy is hell to Frieza. 100% there. Alright. I think we got all our final thoughts out on Android 17. So we will go into segment 2.
Which is
A video. Alright, we are back. So we'll talk a little bit about Dragon Ball Daima. Episode, I think 5 episodes are out now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
What,
All right,
you
Brockstrap,
muted
Bill
us?
Dozer. Brockstrap, Bill Dozer. If you guys are still there, got any DBZ topics for us to debate about in the next segment, please send them our way. But for now, we will discuss some Dragon Ball Daima. All right, so episode 5 is out. I've seen it. Seven Ninja, have you seen it?
Yeah.
And I know Cold Sauce, you're like almost done watching it. Let's see.
Right.
So
And then you told me how that episode ends.
Yes. So we basically, let's see. We talked a little bit about episode 3. I don't think you were here for that one, Cold Sauce. So we can kind of go back. My biggest takeaway from episode 2 and 3, I was a little confused why Piccolo knew about the dragon, like the Daima, the demon world. Because like, if my memory serves me correctly, like Kami, when he first arriving on Earth, all his memories were wiped. He didn't know anything about Namek. And Piccolo was the same. Like when Vegeta and Nappa first arrived on Earth, they were like, hey, ain't that a Namek? And then like Piccolo was like, what? I'm a Namek? So he didn't know anything about his own origins either. So when I think in episode 2, when they brought in the whole, oh yeah, you have pointy ears, you're part of the demon clan or whatever. Like Piccolo, like they asked Piccolo what was the demon world like, then all of a sudden Piccolo has all this knowledge of like, oh yeah, the Namekians, we didn't like the demon world because we don't like being ruled, like so that was kind of confusing to me why he knew about this. What's your takeaway on that, Hunter?
I think that, well, I mean, I would say that he would have got that knowledge after fusing with Kami, but you said Kami had his memory wiped, which I don't know about like Kami arriving on Earth, but I do know that Kami used to be the other half of King Piccolo. So I just feel like when they fused back, Piccolo got all that knowledge that Kami had.
Yeah, I agree. It's just Kami didn't know either. What's his name? Seven Ninja brought up a good point. Go ahead, Seven Ninja. What was your...
So my idea is like, I mean, Nail's actually with the regular Namex. So like, and he absorbed Nail. Nail seems to be pretty old. He's pretty big. Also the strongest.
Was also
been with
right hand man of Guru.
Yeah, he's with Elder Guru. Odds are high he's heard something all over the years. And they fuse together. Nail has told him something. Maybe like fusing with Nail unlocks some information that it was wiped. You know, like maybe like how you can still remember something in your hand even if you haven't done something in a while because it's like muscle memory. So maybe it brought back the old memories, or it's all the information he's got comes from Nail. Either way, he's learned from Elder Guru, so therefore, Nail fusion allows Piccolo to remember that stuff.
My thing was with that is, oh, go ahead, Seven Ninja.
Plus, I mean, we don't see them like when they're not fighting or not doing anything like that all the time. Like days pass when the next episode shows, so like, you know, they probably learned something in the downtime. I mean, that ain't that hard to believe.
Yeah, but who would he learn it from? If it, like, my thing is like, if like Nail knew, why didn't Dende know? Like this whole time, like I mean, I don't really remember Dende's reaction to like being told he's from the Demon Clan in the first episode. I think he was either shocked or just neutral at most, you know. Like I feel like
He's also like
Dende
really
would've
young
known.
though.
Yeah,
that was a good
shocked.
point. But he knew
He was
a
shocked.
lot. He knew a lot of. He was shocked. Dende was shocked.
Yeah, I would say he was shocked.
Okay, but like, yeah, Dende was young, but he had like a lot of knowledge of Namek. Like he knew about the trees, like about the three suns. He knew that there's no women, that Namekians only eat water. He knew about the guru. Like he knew like anything like the humans asked about like Namek, or like Dende knew everything during that whole Namek saga.
Yeah, about Namek, but not about Namekian history. I mean, if I walk up to a 5th grader and with a globe and I say start naming countries and tell me what they look like and shit, and then I ask, okay, now tell me a lot about human history, pretty sure I'm gonna get more answers with the globe part than like where did we come from and shit like that. We still debate history because of fucking religions and shit. There's people that think God made us.
All right, but I see your points. But like when Demon King Piccolo spat out our Piccolo, he passed on all his knowledge and everything he had on into this Piccolo. Like in Dragon Ball, like the original Dragon Ball, like Piccolo was like an infant. He like kills a dog with like a finger beam, like the classic like evil being finger beam. Yeah. And then he's like says to the camera like something about like Demon King Piccolo, like I'm gonna follow his wishes, blah blah blah. He like, so Demon King Piccolo passed on all his knowledge and like his strength into this being. So like I feel like Guru giving birth to Dende, even though they're kids, he should pass on like some knowledge in some shape or form to like everybody on Namek that he gave birth to.
Right, but what I'm
We
saying
know
is he
he gave
probably
birth
just
to Dende?
didn't learn. Wait,
Yeah, he did give birth to
Dende?
Dende.
Who?
Pull it up, Jamie. Pull it up.
Elder Guru? Pull that shit up. I don't remember
Pull it
that.
up, Jamie.
I don't fucking remember that. My biggest question about Elder Guru is he knew when he was about to die. Like, he gave a speech and then faded away. Why didn't he offer his power to be fused?
Dende is the child of Grand Elder Namekian. So yeah, he is the father.
Okay.
Wait, what'd you say, Cold Sauce?
Oh, my thing about Grand Elder Guru is why, like, he knew when he was gonna die. He gave a speech and then faded away. So if he knew he was about to die, why didn't he offer his power to fuse with someone?
He transferred his power to like one of the Namekians, like his
he did?
Dragon Ball powers, but right before he died, the second time.
I didn't know that.
The first time he died, it was due to like stress of like all of his beings dying and stuff. So he probably didn't know he was gonna die that soon. And plus, he had like
No,
no
but
one
I mean,
around
I'm
him.
talking about the famous scene where we watched him give a speech and fade away.
The Guru gives his energy, transfers his energy.
I think, okay, so when King Piccolo spit out our Piccolo as an egg, he gave all his memories and everything, but he also was dying right then and there. So for Guru to give birth to Dende and remain living, I feel like all his memories couldn't come with him into Dende's body.
Intent probably matters too. Like, I mean, why would you, if you're not gonna, you're not in a dying state, you're not gonna just give your whole self into, because this seems like more like what happened to Piccolo was he lost, kind of like how like lizards and snakes will lose dead skin. That's kind of what happened with Demon King Piccolo.
Right.
But the Elder Guru, he's like, I'm having another son. That's a whole different ballgame.
Yeah, and then like on top of that, like Demon King Piccolo gave birth to like not only Piccolo, but like gave birth to Tambourine and like another demon, and like they all had like the same relative knowledge, like oh yeah, this is my father. This like I need to go kill people that Demon King Piccolo wants me to kill. Blah blah blah. So like although like the knowledge doesn't just go from one being to another, I think it just kind of copies and pastes into another person.
Here's a better question: why do all the Namekians look like Piccolo? If Demon King Piccolo had all the other looking things,
racist, bro.
Hey,
cancel.
It's legitimately in the show.
That's
like
racist.
Demon King Piccolo has so many different looking children, and then he has Piccolo, and somehow
Then on Planet Namek, they all look like Piccolo.
I mean, come on, bro. That's a good question.
Bro. You trying to say all Namekians look alike,
some of
bro?
them got wings.
Hey, man.
Come on, no.
Hey, man. They did it themselves. They did it
I bet
themselves.
you think that. I bet you think that Will Smith and Denzel Washington look alike too, huh?
Nah. He never would have produced a son that did that kind of stuff.
Nah, I see your point though. Tambourine and that other demon are like don't look like Namekians at all. They just look
they have like
straight up
scaly
demons.
skin. I have like the pink stuff on their arms.
The Demon King Piccolo.
They ate food.
Yeah, whatever this is, like that's a weird ass looking thing. Yeah, these
and then
two.
that makes me think like
That's my cousins.
that's crazy.
He got
Yeah.
fucking
And
wings. There was not a single Namekian on planet Namek that had wings.
Crazy. He could have used
Maybe
his
that's why
permanent
Demon
power.
King Piccolo got banished. Maybe he got banished because he was the only person that could create these fucked up ass kids
Mhm.
with wings and scales and shit. He's from the Dragon Clan.
Well, technically they're demon clans now. But yeah, you know, it like when it comes to like Nail having knowledge, I think it's possible. It's just I'm on the fence on it. Like it could also not be possible. But like in every like Dragon Ball game, Piccolo's in like early DBZ games, all his moves are named after demon moves, like Demon Wave, Demon Explosive Wave. So like it kind of makes sense that he is part of the Demon Clan. Even Demon King Piccolo, he's the Demon King. He's named after like a demon title, you know. So there are like hints here or there. They just finally put like the nail on the coffin. All right, he's from the Demon Clan. We'll make a shit ton of Demon Clan members too.
Wait a second. What if Demon King Piccolo didn't come from planet Namek? What if he came from the demon realm? Demon King Piccolo.
Yeah, it's possible.
Well, he came out of that ship.
Yeah,
I think he
like,
came from Namek on that ship.
Yeah, like I think I forget who explained it. I think it was either Guru or Dende explained that oh yeah, Kami came from our planet a long time ago during the Great Storm or whatever, when we sent a lot of people away.
Did. But what if like later on, a few episodes from now in Dragon Ball Daima, we find out Demon King Piccolo is a demon king in one of these three worlds and got overthrown, like somebody beat him up and was like, I'm the king now. And so he fled and went to Earth.
I mean, it's possible. But nah, I don't think it's possible actually. Because like the whole Kami,
Wasn't he mixed with Kami?
Yeah, he was Kami. He was mixed with Kami. They were one being. They were probably named something else before Demon King Piccolo. Once they split, he became Demon King Piccolo.
All right, well then I'm calling it right now. He left the demon realm. He was a king in the demon realm. He left it. He saw his niceness as a weakness and split himself into his two yin and yangs. Kami being all the yin, Demon King Piccolo being all the yang.
The original story is actually the opposite. Kami wanted to become the supreme god, but he had like the evil side of him, so he split to cast aside his evilness so he can become the god of the world.
Yeah, and I've seen plenty enough shit in Dragon Ball get retconned for me to stick with what I'm saying. Plus, there's nothing stopping Kami from lying about that origin story.
He's full 100% good, so he wouldn't lie about something like that. It's possible it could be retconned, but until then,
Vegeta used to be really evil. Now he's 100% good.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not gonna argue with that.
I mean, I don't see what that has to do with Demon King Piccolo stealing away hell or
I'm saying, dude, people change. People change. All right, people change.
All right, well, kind of getting off topic here. Episode 4 and 5. What'd you guys think?
Just good to see more of the demon world. I mean, I'd like to actually see, like, I don't know how many episodes Diamond's gonna be, but I'd actually like to see them go a good swath of time where all we see is like the demon realm for like maybe 6 whole episodes, and then like we'll a level of the demon world, and like then we'll see like another stage where it'll be 6 more episodes. I want to see every demon world because odds are high we're never going to see this place again, and we're going right back to Earth. So like actually explore the demon world on every level, and let us see what it could be. I mean, because then they do that. When Xenoverse or something comes up, Xenoverse 3 maybe, we'll see a whole demon race, and then we'll see like a lot of the demon world in there. So
Part of me wants to agree with you, but most of me wants to disagree with you. Specifically for some of the points that you just made. The fact that this is most likely the only time we're gonna see the demon realm is the reason I don't want to see a whole lot of it. Because we're never gonna see it again anyway. So why would I be learning a bunch of shit about something that's not ever gonna matter again? It would be like if there was a whole fucking 30 episode arc in Dragon Ball Super explaining Kaioken. Like, it's completely useless at this point. That information is no longer required. Mm-hmm. So, there's that aspect to it. To me, also, my biggest problem with Daima now is the same problem Dragon Ball has always had since the very first episode, is the fucking pacing. It took 5 whole episodes for us to get to a good enough fight to where Goku goes Super Saiyan. Like episodes 2 through 4, it's 5 minutes worth of shit that happened. It's like episode 2, they went to the demon realm. Episode 3, they walked around in the demon realm and got a hotel. Episode 4, they pulled up on a little village and saw some fucking cops being mean, and they beat up like 10 of them.
Yeah, I thought the episode 4 would be the part where Goku turns Super Saiyan, not against like the King's little wimpy army.
It's just moving really slow.
Listen, when they did episode 1, it told us all the information, and then 2 and 3 we heard basically regurgitated the same information. I wasn't surprised. I was like, bro, you could have gave me all of what we saw in episode 2 in episode 1. We didn't need any of that. Make it an extra long episode, maybe an hour and some change. They could have done that easily. We didn't need to see that.
But 7 Ninja. Alright, actually, give me 1 sec. I'm gonna do an ad read. This sponsorship is from Rumble, one that is incredibly important to the survival of the company. When the Rumble first started in 2013, they built the platform for the small creator. They didn't censor or have biases. They were fair and treated all creators equally. No one thought platforms would censor political conversation or censor opinions on COVID, but they did. Facebook admitted they fell to pressure from the Biden and Harris administration. Rumble did not. They held the line. They are attacked daily for giving us a voice to talk to you. They are attacked in corporate media. They are attacked by governments like France. They are attacked from brand advertisers who refuse to work with them. Corporate America is fighting to remove speech. Rumble is fighting to keep it. Rumble won't survive with brand advertisers. They don't get much of it. Watching our show on Rumble is the most they can ask from you, but if you really believe in this fight, and if you have the means, one major way you can help Rumble survive is by joining Rumble Premium. Join the community that believes in the First Amendment and believes in our human right to free speech. Rumble is offering $10 off with the promo code STUDIO when you purchase an annual subscription. Go to rumble.com/premium and use promo code STUDIO. Like I said, if you have the means and believe in the cause, now is the time to join Rumble Premium. If you don't have the means, we are just happy if you watch us on Rumble. All right. So, shit, I forgot what you guys said. I had a response to whatever you guys said.
The pacing is terrible. As always.
Yes. I think it's more of it's going back to its roots of early Dragon Ball, the real adventurous side of it. I do agree the first episode was half the episode was just straight up what's called a recap of the Majin Buu arc. Which is animated beautifully, but we could have shortened that down to a couple minutes. Oh, and then you guys said
part I'm not mad about. Because there's literally an entire generation of Dragon Ball fans that weren't even alive when those episodes were coming out. So, as far as dedicating one episode to being like, this is what happened and this is where the story starts, I'm fine with it. But for episode 2 to just do it again, it's like, alright, you know, we heard you the first time. We're not freaking retarded.
But like you guys said that like we're probably never gonna see it again. I think like the fact that they gave Piccolo's race like a whole different origin, they could possibly be using this in the future of Dragon Ball Super, possibly. Like I think it's possible that they might implement this in the main story in some way, shape, or form. Hopefully, that's what I'm hoping for. Cross my fingers.
Maybe. I'd like to see that. What I'm not gonna do is ignore the fact that you just said origin.
Oh, he's been saying that this whole time. He's been saying that this whole time. Bro, I've been like, origin? What?
It is pronounced origin. Just so you know.
I was like, whatever. Ain't that big of a deal.
Well, they changed up Piccolo's origin.
It sounds so weird. It sounds so weird hearing him say it, bro. It's crazy.
Were you reading notes and then you just fuck that one up again?
Maybe. Yeah, I did.
Oh man.
Yeah. So they changed up his origin, and I don't know. Like I feel like they gotta include this in the story now, the main story.
I mean, if they want to travel there for another villain,
because there's Namekians in other universes.
Mm-hmm.
So having them come from the demon realm first, I mean, that's another thing. Is the demon realm connected to all the universes? Like that's something that kind of, because then, well, goddamn, that really explains how 17 and Krillin and all them were able to hold their own against the strongest in the universe from so many of these universes. Think about it. If Deborah is the supreme king of a realm that's connected to all of the universes, like Deborah is stronger than Perfect Cell, possibly, likely even, but you know, that's nothing compared to some of our warriors now. But most of them aren't at Deborah's level. So I could see it. I could see the demon realm being connected to all of the universes.
I'm going with the opposite. I think it's like so in the afterlife you got King Kai, and then above that you got Supreme Kai, and we saw in Tournament of Power each universe had its own like Supreme Kai. So like unless like every afterlife because unless the Supreme Kai is separate from the afterlife, and they're
the afterlife really... Here's the thing: the afterlife has a hell. You don't when you go to hell, you don't go to the demon realm. You go to the hell that's run by the Kais. So each universe can have its heaven and hell. The demon realm is a whole different thing entirely.
Bro, you're going out.
But what's called Supreme Kai came from the demon world, and unless every single Supreme Kai from all the different universes came from that same hell demon world, I don't know. I feel like they're separated. What'd you say?
I think it's Mike's on.
I think you stepped away. Yeah, I think you stepped away from your laptop for a sec, but
no,
I feel like it might be separate.
All right, why do you think that, Seven Ninja?
Running my sink.
Your microphone was running in your sink?
No, dude, I was running my sink while I was talking.
I,
I mean,
I could see Cold Saw's face just have the --_ when he repeated that.
I mean, I think like it's kind of like, why wouldn't you separate, like, you go to a different universe and there's a different Supreme Kai. Beerus is over all of it. I could maybe believe like there is just one Grand Zeno, until we brought the other timeline thing. So then like there's a separation there. I could believe there being separate universes or separate Daimas, because like there's just separate Supreme Kais. The only time that wouldn't matter is like Zeno. He's the only one that's kind of unique versus everything else.
Yeah, if it wasn't for like different Supreme Kais, like from different universes, like I would probably believe that Daima was multiversal. But since they're all from separate universes, to me that screams like separate Daimas.
Well, I mean, we don't have enough information for either one of us to like have a really strong stance on it. I think the demon world is connected to every universes. Also, while you were saying that, I was thinking of how the Kais we see in the Kai world and on Earth, and so traveling from heaven to the living realm is not as regulated as the demon realm. The demon realm is very regulated, which is to me more reason to say that it is connected to multiple universes, because if it wasn't so regulated like that, if people could use the demon realm to go to other universes, then I mean, that's probably how Hit is a multi-universal hitman. Like, that dude is known to travel to other universes and carry out hits for the gods. But there was something else I wanted to say that I just forgot. Oh yeah, Goku can fucking teleport from the living realm to the Kai world. So when he gets his body back, do we think he's going to be able to teleport to the demon realm and out of it the way he does with the Kai realm?
I think it's a prison, because he doesn't, like, none of them are having to go through that fish, and that fish is like a guard. I think the demon realm is a prison versus for, like, there's got to be something that's an ultimate evil that isn't what Devora or Goma are. There's got to be something specifically that is a straight up.
I completely agree, but I don't think it has to be a big evil. I think if it was a big evil, there would be no regulation. It would allow the demons to wreak havoc however they choose. So I think that's a product of like Zeno or whoever was before Zeno.
Mm-hmm.
The Omni King, because the Omni means all.
Yeah,
not the king of the living and the king of the heavens. He's the king of all.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a tough one. I can see it going either way. Yeah, we definitely don't have enough information on that one. What I did want to bring up is, like, me and Seven Ninja, we discussed like Goku having Super Saiyan or not. They finally revealed he had Super Saiyan. So what are your thoughts on that, Seven Ninja?
I mean, probably always had it. I mean, like we saw in GT, he has Super Saiyan 1, but he can't go into Super Saiyan 3 because its body can't handle it. I mean, I don't think they fully expressed if his body can't handle 3 yet. So we'll see. I don't know. I think it's just a matter of, like, he just kind of wanted to see if he could do it, and he did.
So I was under the impression that he wasn't going to be able to use Super Saiyan because, like, I forgot what my reasoning was. I think it was due to the fact that he couldn't really even fly when he first got turned into a kid, and like he couldn't control his body or nothing. So I feel like they were hinting at the fact that he couldn't go Super Saiyan, but now I'm completely wrong on that one. So I now it's just a matter of fact of what, like, how far can he use his like real power? You know, like, can he like reach any of like the rest of his Super Saiyans or not?
We should say
I
this.
think a lot of that has to do with necessity. So, like when Goku first turned into a kid and he was like, let me see if I can still fly. And he was kind of off balance and shit. Sure, you know, he's off balance and all, but he's also not locked in. He's also not in a do or die situation where we see when Goku is backed in that corner, he's able to completely shatter his limits and go beyond what he believes he can go to. So, yeah, once things become more of a necessity, I think we're going to continue to see Goku's power rise, as always. But as far as him, like, I never thought he couldn't go Super Saiyan, because he's about the same size as Goten and Trunks, who we see go Super Saiyan like nothing.
Oh yeah, now I remember. It's like, I think they like the wish was to turn them all back into 6-year-olds and or first graders or whatever. And like when Goku was first introduced in the show, he was 12. And so that's like, I thought it like brought him back down to like that type of power. But yeah, it's definitely not that type of power. Seven Ninja, I think you had something.
My only thing is, like, you know, they don't lose the knowledge and they don't lose the power. They were having to get used to their newer bodies. And what we see with Goku, specifically episode 2, is he's constantly, like, even Vegeta's like not like training like that. Like, Goku's the only one. He's constantly doing a bunch of training to understand his body. And so for him to be able to do Super Saiyan, number one, that's not surprising. He was the only one really trying to figure out. You said earlier, Goku's key, Master of Key Control, Goku was trying to do that the whole time. So, if anything, I could truly believe he could jump into 3. Maybe he's not going to do it immediately, but more or less, he's just trying to understand his body. I think it's always still in there. It's just a matter of understanding what he is. And
I think it's
that might happen
incredibly hater vibes to say that Vegeta's not training. Vegeta was the only one who continued training when in the beginning of the Buu saga when he gave that speech. Vegeta was the only one that was still training throughout that whole time skip.
I think you're misunderstanding me. What I'm saying is that, like, when they get turned into kids, specifically, like, we always see Goku training. The others are kind of doing something, but they're not really on the level as Goku is training, right? We see him doing a lot all the time.
Immediately.
Point of annoyance.
I mean, well, and Goku's a really lighthearted, free spirit dumbass versus, so he's not sitting there thinking, what is going on? How much information can I learn about what's going on? And what kind of plan can I do to fix what's going on? Like the smarter characters like Vegeta and Piccolo are doing.
Yeah.
But also another thing about Vegeta, like immediately jumping into training, is we do normally see Vegeta training, he prefers to train alone. Now, I mean, lately in Super and shit, he likes to train with Kakarot. But for most of what we know about Vegeta, he wants to train alone. But as far as like the first day into being a kid, I'm sure he's got a lot more questions he'd like answered, or at least try to find answers before he just gets into training. Goku doesn't care. Goku is just a fucking moron.
Vegeta fan.
Don't let him talk about your boy like that.
He's got to defend his man. You know, Vegeta fans always gotta make sure their boy is well taken care of. They can't let Goku have all the spotlight.
I'm pretty pissed off that Vegeta and Piccolo wasn't on that ship. I feel like all of them should have went.
How many days has passed since they touched Demon World? 1, 2, maybe?
I don't know, but did 17 and 18 turn into kids too? I forgot.
They would have
I
to,
know
if 18
17
did.
did, or 18 did.
Yeah, they would have to.
Also, there was one thing that I wanted to see where like the wish was the guy who defeated Majin Buu and all his friends. So like I wanted to see someone in the clique not get turned into a kid, which would just confirm that Goku doesn't see him as a friend. But I couldn't think of any character that Goku would dislike. But I just think it would have been funny to have at least one guy.
I want to know where Gohan is. Like, bro, you're a kid now. Your girlfriend's a kid.
Mhm.
Why are you not around? Like, what's going on? Like, he can't be studying. He can't be.
Well, I mean,
Gohan
refer
is
to
the
the
type of
movie.
character
He's
you would-
studying.
He can't be, bro. Gohan's the type of character to care about.
Okay, but what is he gonna do? Like he gets turned into a kid. It's not like he's gonna immediately fly over to the lookout where everybody's at because, like Goku tried to take off flying and he couldn't.
Well, I can see him trying to fly. Because his first thoughts are going to be like, look, I got to figure out what's going on. Maybe get the Dragon Balls or whatever. I could totally see him doing that. Odds are high,
Gohan's not much of a doer. Gohan's not a man of action.
You know what?
Not in
I,
this
I
situation.
don't think he would have took off flying looking for it. I think he would have pulled out his cell phone and called Bulma.
who's the one that said he just went back to studying, or just kept studying?
Me?
You know, I kind of agree with you. Like the same way Goku's just like a fighting idiot. Like, oh, let me figure out my powers. I think Gohan's like a studying idiot. Like, he turned into a kid. Let me just continue studying real quick.
Yeah, exactly. He's like, I'm sure Dad will figure it out. But no, that was my answer to where is he? Like, because they were all hanging out, but I didn't see him in that group hanging out. Because
we know
he was
studying.
at home studying.
Yeah. The only problem I have with that though is it's like he's trying to get an interviewer for a job or do anything for a job. He can't be a kid. And so he's gonna be like, all right, well, I gotta figure out how to fix this because I don't know what's going on. So maybe we might see him in a future episode visiting Bulma. Because odds are high he's not going to want to stay small. Like there's so many things that like a kid tries to do that he won't be able to do like he was when he was adult. So he's going to have to try to figure out like how to get himself back because studying doesn't matter. It's kind of like if the planet blows up, you know, he can't do his job anyway. So if he's too small, he can't do anything.
I think him and Videl, their only priority right now is keeping what's that little girl's name?
And
Alive. Is it Pan? Yeah, keeping Pan alive because she's an infant again. And
I think she's.
I'm pretty sure the very first thing that happened, I think when it happened, Gohan was sitting in his computer chair at his computer studying. He turns into a kid, looks at himself, realizes he's a kid, and then closes whatever tab he was on, opens a new one, and types in diseases that turn you into a kid or some shit and tries to study that.
I don't think.
Like, just starts looking for information on that.
I agree with that part, but I don't think Pan was alive in here yet. Because like this is supposed to be between Z and Super. And
that's
Super,
right. That's right.
When
Yeah.
Super like battled the gods, like Videl was just
Yeah,
pregnant.
she was pregnant, right?
Barely
so
pregnant.
she's a pregnant kid right now?
Maybe not yet, because she wasn't showing symptoms at the start of Super.
Oh, that's right. She wasn't like noticeably pregnant. It was news to Gohan.
Mm-hmm. So I think if this is before that, she's probably not even pregnant yet.
It's not even if. It's definitely. She's definitely not pregnant yet. There was at least 6 months before Frieza showed up, and that was after Beerus showed up. And she was so early on in pregnancy that she didn't have any symptoms, and Gohan didn't know about it. So, simple math dictates she 100% was not pregnant.
Let's see. All right. Well, I got a little bit of time left. So we can either do Bulldozer's topic for us, or I think Seven Ninja, you haven't given a topic. So we can either do your topic or Bulldozer's topic. What do you guys want to do?
What is Buildozer's topic?
Bulldozer's topic is Oob a missed opportunity for a new story arc, or should he just stay an afterthought?
I don't really care for Oob, so
Yeah, keep him as an afterthought.
I got a phone call. I'll be right back.
Oh, was that Seven Ninja?
He said he's got a phone call.
Oh, okay.
I think keep him as an afterthought, because the only reason I would keep Oob in the story and like expand on his character is to show that humans can reach the same potential that Saiyans and other beings can reach. But at the same time, if you're gonna do that, you have plenty of humans you can do that with. There's Krillin, there's Tien, there's fucking... Like, even Yamcha can get a fucking ass pull power up like everyone else did. So having Oob in it.
Joke.
What's up?
It's the butt of the joke, you know. Yamcha
Right.
can't do that.
But it's just it's not worth it. Like, just fucking don't even worry about Oob.
I would like to see an arc with Oob, but at the same time, I know like he's not gonna get any screen time. You know, like they're always gonna center this. It feels like they're always gonna center it like the story around Goku or Vegeta or both. Like Daima came out and they added Supreme Kai, which is different. It's cool, but it's still basically a Goku story at the end of the day.
Right.
So they could bring Oob in, but I don't think he's gonna get much screen time.
Of course not. It would be wasted screen time.
Yeah, so I mean, is it a missed opportunity? I think yes, but there's missed opportunities with everybody. I mean, they did a good job with Piccolo and Gohan in the superhero movie, but like they gotta do that with more characters like Goten, Trunks. I mean, I think they are doing some. They did do something with that in the manga with Goten and Trunks, but
I don't think it's a missed opportunity, because what opportunity was missed? Like, what did you want to see from Oob? He's the reincarnation of Boo. Big fucking whoop.
Just I don't know, some training that goes on between Goku and Oob. Some adventures. Like they could have went to Diamond together to do this instead of like Goku and Supreme Kai.
Yeah, and then Daima would have 0 fucking people watching it. You got Goku, Vegeta, and Piccolo able to go, but you're gonna leave Vegeta and Piccolo behind for some kid that none of us know anything about. Yeah, no, fuck all that. I would have stopped watching immediately.
Plus, we're not at the end of Z either, so
Right.
this is the end of Boo.
Well, they could have put the timeline after the end of Z, but they decided to put it between Z and Super. But I think it would have
You'd
been
do
cool.
better to bring back Launch than Oob.
That's a reach.
Is it?
Yeah, I would like to see more Oob. I think he's cool. He's the reincarnation of Kid Buu as a good guy. That'd be kind of cool to see like what he's got.
I'm gonna be real with you. I would rather them explore space again than we see Oob.
Damn, you guys don't like Oob that
Yeah.
much?
That dude
I mean, I don't
said he would rather sit through GT again.
I mean, that's
GT
just,
was so bad, the writer of the show retconned it and started again. He said, "This is the rough draft, and I'm not going with it anymore."
like, now that it's retcon, we have like unlimited amounts of possible points of interest we could go to. For them to go back with Oob, a singular character, we could find different ways for the humans of the Z Fighters to actually be worth something. Like,
Exactly.
I mean, we would rather bring in Oob. Like, no, we don't need that. We don't. Unless you're gonna say they're gonna get magically empowered somehow.
I don't know. It'd be cool. Like they could do like I mean, they could do these possibilities with any characters. You know, you can have Yamcha and train with Tien some more. Yamcha and Tien missions together. Like the same could be said with Oob. Oob can be training with alongside Yamcha and Tien. Those three can go on missions together.
That's the
You
point
show
that
what
me
Yamcha
and
to get
Ninja's
stronger,
making right now. That's the point that me and Ninja's making right now is we have plenty enough characters that we don't see enough of. We don't need a whole nother one that we're gonna suddenly start seeing too much of. I feel like if you fucking absolutely have to have Oob in there, just fucking make him friends with Goten and Trunks and have us see him as much as we see them. And like now they're the three of them trained together. You know, other than that, don't fucking put any focus on some character that's not Goku, Vegeta, and Piccolo and Gohan.
Yeah,
Like
I
people are
definitely see
trying,
your point.
people online are trying to make Broly into like some kind of third main character just because he's training with them. And it's like, no. First of all, if there's a third main character, it's fucking either Piccolo or Gohan. It's most likely Piccolo. I mean, Gohan's movie had more Piccolo screen time than Gohan.
Mm-hmm.
Piccolo was the main character of Gohan's movie, you know? So I just feel like if you're gonna use Oob, do him like I said, like make him friends with Goten and Trunks, have them all train together, because you can. He's a reincarnation of Kid Buu. He's should canonically be able to keep up with any growth that these young Saiyans can get to.
Yeah, I think once they hit Super Saiyan God, that put them over Kid Buu now. So I think Oob is kind of irrelevant now.
I don't think we're gonna see Goten and Trunks hit that level for a while.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. He should be stronger than Goten and Trunks. Maybe not as strong as Gotenks, but he should be like he should be.
And he's
someone
about their age. We saw him.
I think Goten and Trunks are
He's
older.
a kid.
Cause they're 7 and 8 at the start of Z, and Oob's not born yet until after Kid Buu dies, I believe.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Bro, you know what I'm ready for? I'm ready to see Chaozu come out of the woodwork with some special power.
Okay. Well, hold on. Fuck Chaozu, man. Sticking to fucking, you want to talk about no, leave Yamcha is weak. All right, well then I want Yajirobe to get a power.
Hey, you go see the Slim.
I really do want Yajirobe to get a power up though.
Oh, God, bro.
But no, considering Oob's age now, yeah, he's not. He's not born when Goten and whatever. So put him in the story, make him Pan's boyfriend. There you go.
Well, that's a good one. I like that idea.
Yeah.
It's that Pan likes Trunks for whatever reason. Well, at least in GT.
What? Oh,
Yeah.
I mean they're not blood related.
No.
They're not.
Goku's grandkid getting with Vegeta's kid. But that
I don't know. I kind of like there's a part of me that feels like Goten and Trunks are gonna be boyfriend and boyfriend.
They've already been inside each other once, twice.
Oh God!
No.
Oh God! Squall!
No.
We're talking about children, man.
I'm talking about fusion.
Nah.
Oh my god.
Nah. Canceled.
And canceled.
Japanese only.
Mm-mm. So like, I guess one thing I do want to say is, y'all notice like Goku's like when he became a kid, like he legitimately just stopped acting like his adult self doesn't act the way he does inside of a Daima, like not even remotely. Like
Wait, what?
it's like he fully embodied this kid self. Huh? What'd you say?
I mean, there's a couple moments where he's more childlike than adult-like. Like when they were in the ship and they were talking about the air being heavy, and he was like, "I could fart and y'all wouldn't know it." That is like, I guess adult Goku wouldn't have said that, but at the same time, yes, he would have. Like,
Yeah.
I see where you're coming from,
bro. Yeah, in closed spaces, bro. Bro, listen, I've been in enough situations like that, bro. Gagging is not the word.
Oh, dude! And by the way, did you see the back seat of that fucking plane? Vegeta and Piccolo definitely could have fit on that plane, bro.
It might have been a weight thing. It'd be a weight thing.
I think it was a Glorio thing. I think this is like an assassination attempt on, or an imprisonment attempt on Goku.
That's a good. I do have my doubts about Glorio as well. I'm not sure.
I mean,
whether he's a real good guy or not.
If he was, why the fuck would he not explain absolutely every single thing about the situation to the guy that he's asking to save him? It makes no sense. There's no necessity for secrets.
I mean, he seems to be a higher up in like with his specific group. I could see maybe like, you know, like he's not gonna want to reveal everything because, like, you know, you don't just dump all that information of people that know nothing about your area.
Except Supreme Kai is right there.
Yeah, Supreme Kai, but still, even he's like very new. He knows some things, but he doesn't know enough for it to matter.
He knows enough that if Gloria explained the whole situation, Supreme Kai could put everything together. Gloria. And this is someone that, Gloria, Glorio, Galori, whatever.
My bad, go ahead.
I feel like if I was Galori hard in this situation, I would have explained everything to Supreme Kai, because this is someone who, when he said, Goku, come with me, Goku didn't say, Supreme Kai, come on. Supreme Kai said, I'm coming, and Goku was like, yeah, good idea. So obviously this is someone Goku's willing to listen to. So whatever your reasoning for not telling Goku, maybe you automatically realize this fucking kid is dumb as a box of rocks. Tell it to Supreme Kai, who does know this kid.
I don't think, though, like, maybe he has a plan in the end. Maybe he's his head guy, the guy that's ahead of him wants to become the new Demon King. It's possible. But the problem is he's over here listening into, like, Goma. He's trying to he's like a spy for like his leader. I have more reason to believe that like his secretiveness could just come from who he is and what he does. He could be like a double agent in a way. Like you're not gonna tell all the secrets. Like you're gonna be. How else do I put that? Like, it's just a part of his nature. It's something he has to do on a regular basis. So, like, you wouldn't tell everything. I think what we're seeing right now is him while explaining what's going on, while showing them new stuff along the way. Because I don't think Supreme Kai knows a lot about the demon world like that. Like, he knows stuff, but I don't think he knows all the stuff that Glorio knows.
Yeah, there's
Well,
definitely
I
more
think
to him than we know.
that
'Cause, like
this
in the
is-
hotel scene, there was like that point where like they were like charging him 30,000 or whatever, and he shows like his badge or whatever. Like, oh shit! All right, 5,000. So like, I feel like there's definitely more to him that we don't know. It's just, what is it? Is it good or is it bad?
I think it's bad. I think Glorio and this whole thing about him going get Goku is just a backup plan because they thought they were going to have 3 wishes, but they only had 1. So, as a backup plan, just in case Goku goes to the demon realm and fucking, kills the dude or whatever, they'll have Goku in their possession. And I think further evidence of that is if he was here to get help from the people that defeated Majin Buu, like, he saw the same tapes that they saw. He saw Vegeta fighting with him. Vegeta said, "I'm coming too," and he said no, when there's plenty enough room in that plane for Vegeta to sit. So if he was here to get help from the people who beat Majin Buu, he would have got the people who beat Majin Buu, not just Goku. It doesn't make any sense. He wouldn't have been like, "No, I don't want help. I'm here for help." That doesn't add up.
Yeah, that's a good point. Especially since like they all been turned into kids. If he knew Goku and friends defeated Majin Buu, and now he sees that they're all turned into kids, wouldn't he want like a little bit more like help from that? Like, not like a kid version that defeated Kid Buu.
And not only that, but not giving Supreme Kai enough time to relay the pin number to Kibito is another thing that adds to this guy's not on our side.
I kind of felt like that situation was just a matter of like, he's kind of like in awe. He's thinking about so many different things, and then he just remembers, "Oh, I gotta tell him this code real quick."
Dude, you're
But by
such
then
a
it's
Glorio rights activist, bro.
Bro, come on, bro. Y'all taking the obvious idea. They're literally like, if you take the obvious idea, it's on the surface, bro. On the
It's
surface.
Toriyama. It's not
Bro.
Oda. It's not it's Dragon Ball. It's gonna be very surface level
But that-
writing. He doesn't even remember half the shit he writes anyway.
But bro, what you're talking about is basically in the air. It's not even touching the surface. Okay, the guy is literally hiding behind a pillar. He's not. The way it was described when he was talking, it sounded as if there are multiple demon kings. But this guy, Dugoma, is the supreme one of that elite level 1 world. And what we see him go to is a level 3. There seems to be a demon king there. It's believable.
It was each of the 3 worlds has a demon king, and then above the 3 of them together is the supreme demon king.
Yeah. So he has a separate one. The separate one doesn't like what Gomo's doing, and he's relaying the information. I think he said whatever his job is allows him to get in there. So wouldn't be that hard to believe that, he's working for his king.
You know what? I can kind of see him actually being a good guy now. Like, after thinking about it, Supreme Kai came off looking like a bad guy too. So it's possible that Glorio can actually be a good guy. Like, they don't really do many of these. Like, these guys are actually bad guys. Usually they do these guys are bad guys, and they're bad from the start type of deal. They don't normally do hidden bad guys in Dragon Ball.
Yeah, well, whenever he turns his back on Goku and imprisons him, I'm gonna be here to say I told y'all so.
Man, don't get me wrong. I can still. It feels like the story is hinting at him being a bad guy. So I can definitely see him being a bad guy, but I can also see him being a good guy.
I think it's gonna be really quick. I think he's gonna imprison Goku, and then Goku's gonna get saved by that chick that we saw showing up in the first episode. The one that was against the new Supreme Demon Queen.
Forgot about her.
If Glorio is a good guy, he was hired by her.
Glorio.
What's his name?
Glory hole. Oh yeah.
Glorio.
Ah, damn. No, I thought you said Glory Ho. Like,
Lame. Nah, bro. Gallardo. If Lamborghini Gallardo is a good guy, he was hired by her for sure. But the fact that he didn't let Vegeta come, he didn't give Supreme Kai enough time to tell Kibito the pin number, knowing that Supreme Kai needs a few seconds to relay information, because he literally just stopped the ship to tell him the location of the thing. You know, and then you might argue, well, why would he stop the ship to tell him the location? Because he knows he can have the location all he wants. If he doesn't have the pin number, he's not getting through. So, yeah, I think he's against us. I think he was sent to kidnap Goku and imprison him. And I think the reason he's keeping everything so secret is because he knows if he tells his motives, like Goku's stronger than him. He knows he would lose a fight to Goku. So he's just gotta make Goku think that he's on his side and shit, and then allowing Supreme Kai, if he's against Goku, allowing Supreme Kai to come, that's another thing. Like, he sees Supreme Kai has knowledge of the demon realm, and he knows that these other guys that are friends with Goku were involved in defeating Majin Buu. So if I can take out Goku and the one guy that knows about the demon realm, then these other guys aren't even going to be able to do anything about all of this.
yeah, I could definitely see him being a bad guy. For sure.
Kibito's going to Namek.
Going to Namek.
What?
Yeah.
Say that in English?
Kibito's probably going to go to Namek and get the code
what?
from there.
On
They just
accident?
need the Dragon Balls. No, the Namek have Dragon Balls.
We just go to Namek and fucking wish for our bodies back.
I was wondering that myself. But he's probably going to wish for, like, the code, and then they're going to learn
Why?
the code, and then that's how they're going to get there.
I don't understand why, like, okay, if me and my friends got transformed into kids,
Mhm.
like, we'd probably just stay as kids for one. But also, like, if we fucking to have our bodies back, and the thing is either go kill the dude who turned us into kids, or wait a year for the Dragon Balls to return. Like, why aren't they just chilling?
I think it's because of the fact that they took Dende, and then they took the balls themselves, and they're
Oh
stone
yeah,
form.
that's true.
So if it goes anywhere, it might scatter inside the demon realm.
They took
I didn't
Dragon
know.
Then
Balls
again,
with
that
them?
guy can bring it back.
I didn't know that they took the Dragon Balls too.
Yeah, I didn't know that either. I must have forgotten.
They
that part. I
no,
missed that.
actually, I don't think they did take the Dragon Balls, but I know that they took Dende because they thought that they needed, like, a person needed Dende to summon Shenron. But we know that that's not true, which is why I was like, why don't we just fucking wait?
I thought they took Dende because just in case, like, they came after him, like, they just took him as a hostage, and that's the reason why they ended up coming after them anyways.
I remember them saying, take him because he's the one that can summon Shenron. Like they thought the only way to summon Shenron was through Dende.
No, the old
So
Namekian.
there,
They just need
well,
the
yeah,
code.
but he's the most powerful Namekian, like, period, according to them, or at least he used to be. Like, his magic is way better than Dende and Piccolo's magic. He turned the Stone Dragon Balls into regular Dragon Balls, and he gathered them all with just, like, Piccolo and Dende can't do that. At least we've never seen him do it.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm quite certain they took the Dragon Balls with them. And I think they took Dende because he wanted to keep him hostage. Literally, they just need to go to Namek. That's all they need to do.
Yeah.
Because they'll get 3 wishes. Maybe they wish Vegeta,
I
Piccolo.
bet that's what
and help
Bulma,
out.
Vegeta, and Piccolo are gonna go to Namek together in like a spaceship that Bulma makes.
Mhm.
And then they're gonna wish that the wish gets reversed. Goku's gonna be in the demon realm, just turning into an adult. And all right, where's this motherfucker at? That's probably how it's gonna play out.
Yeah, I can see that. Namek Dragon Balls are always the backup plan. Dragon Balls are the real backup plan. If that don't work, they always got the Namekian Dragon Balls.
Also, what's up with Mr. Popo's horns?
Oh, that's
the turban on, bro.
that's different.
He got the turban on, bro.
Popo's a demon?
He got the ears.
He's got ears like that as a kid, but as an adult, he's got round ears.
Head up, Jamie.
Pull it up, Jamie. Mr. Pop. Oh,
No, he got the ears, bro.
Oh, Popo's got pointy ears.
Yeah.
So
He was-
Mr. Popo's
what
a demon.
Super Saiyan Popo.
Yo, fit Popo.
Hey.
Looking like he's college Popo, dude. What?
Drop Pope.
Look at
drip
them
Pope.
fucking calf muscles.
Mm-hmm.
Alright guys, well I gotta end it here. Let's give our final thoughts. Favorite part of the podcast. Plug your socials, any announcements if you got any. And I can't think of an outro question. What race would you be in the Dragon Ball universe? Let's see. So I am SquallRush. Got a link tree. Oh yeah, Bulldozer said good discussion. I think Oob could have been a cool side story of training up a new Z hero. Probably best left as an afterthought. They could have covered his upbringing with the tribe too. That would have been cool. A lot of things would have been cool to see in Dragon Ball, but we'll probably never get them. Let's see. Yeah, I got the link tree. I got a buy me a coffee account if you guys would like to support me on there. I got the new, as an announcement, I got the new what if on the Sparking Zero. What if Kakarot returned pre-Cell games, the 10 days before the Cell games, YouTube up on YouTube and Rumble. So check those videos out. Let's see. Favorite part of the podcast. I like debating the Android 17 part. I think we got into some pretty good discussions there. Let's see. And I would, you know what? I would like to be the demon race. Like seeing what kind of wide variety of beings I could be in. I could be an Ultra Instinct Mr. Popo. That'd be kind of cool to be. But yeah. All right, guys. You guys are up. Let's go with let's see, Cold Sauce than 7 Ninja.
Everybody, it was good talking to y'all. My name is Secret Cold Sauce. You can find me on Twitch at Cold Sauce 2894. My favorite part of the podcast tonight was confirming that Glory Hole is evil.
Quote unquote.
I think we had a really good podcast tonight. Also, I want to give a quick shout out to a couple of my favorite content creators. There's this guy named SquallRush. He makes some pretty good shit on YouTube and Rumble. And there's specifically on Rumble, there's this guy named 7 Ninja. He covers Dragon Ball Daima. He covers Dan. Dude makes some pretty good shit. Y'all go check him out. And do we have an outro question? Did you ask?
Yeah, that sounds pretty cool.
What Dragon Ball Z race?
Oh
would
yeah,
be?
what race would be? I mean, who the fuck isn't gonna choose the Saiyan race? So yeah, I'm definitely going with the Saiyans, and I'm gonna keep my tail, motherfucker.
Shout out your book as an announcement.
Oh, it's not published yet. There's no point.
It's coming soon. Super
Right.
Sauce got a cool book coming out soon. All right, Seven Ninja.
They saved the best for last. It's 7 into 7. You can find me on Game Jolt, MeWe, and Rumble. It should lead you back to my Rumble channel. Favorite part of the podcast. I guess talking about figuring out how we got from Ginyu to 17. You know, that was pretty enjoyable. I'm still lost. And what race would I be? Whatever hit is. Feeling that.
The thing about that is, like, he's not confirmed to have a penis, and I don't want to not be able to fuck bitches. So,
Bro, he gets all the women. What are you talking about, bro?
but does he fuck them?
He be slaying pussy left and right, yo.
Bro,
Like literally
he's just
slaying
so
them.
cold and classy. You wouldn't even know. You wouldn't even know. It's the mystery, bro. You know
I mean,
they like
that's
this.
why-
He would fuck him and then travel back in time to where he didn't fuck him.
Well, maybe that's why he's so strong, you know? Like, if he doesn't have a dick, he could focus all his energy on killing and getting stronger than focusing on pussy.
Rather have a dick.
Shout out your new video you just dropped, Seven Ninja.
Well, I just did the full review of The Legend of Vox Machina. I'm still waiting for Secret Cold Sauce and Hunter to watch it and tell us how you feel in Sensu Talks. But whatever. That's
Not
what I did.
Sensu
full
Talks
review.
yet.
Bro, it was
You
last
just posted
time.
that link tonight.
No, we talked about it. I was waiting for you guys to talk about it on Sensu Talks last Wednesday.
But you want me to watch The Legend of Vox Machina?
Season 1.
Like, I just watch your reviews of it?
No, bro. I talked about pieces, but I'm not gonna recap the whole
How much
show.
fucking homework, man.
Come on, bro. We gotta watch Hell's. What was it? Hell's Paradise now. Yeah, we gotta watch Hell's Paradise.
Wait.
So
What the fuck is
Yeah.
that?
That's the one
It's,
Blaine
It's
picked.
who?
anime.
Blaine.
Blaine's not even here. Blaine
Oh,
ditched
he's
us
still
to
be
go
nerding out, my
fucking
boy.
party with
That's
his
for-
friends tonight.
No, that's for nerding out, though. He's usually here for the nerding out ones. Hey, babe.
Yeah, but he still hasn't seen the first episode of Daima. I'm not doing homework for Blaine when he's not doing homework for us.
That's a good point.
Well, we're doing Hell's Paradise, then we cannot do his stuff anymore. But anyways, yeah, we'll see you guys for nerding out next weekend. I'm gonna be busy on Saturday, so it's probably gonna be a Friday or a Sunday again. But then we also got Senzu Talks on Wednesday. So I hope to see you all there. Thank the panel, thank the viewers. Y'all have been great. This was a great podcast. I thoroughly enjoyed it. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.